Okay. Episode 2, LV the Plug.
LV the Plug, 702, you know what it is. Episode 2, you know who I am, they call me Ja Rules.
Alright. What's your name?
It's B9.
Who we got on the mic?
Hey, we're checking in for the, dose time right here is Cisco LV the Plug right here. Let's go.
Alright, got my man Young J right here. Alright, who we got?
We got Old Dirty Ahmad. Or you can just call me Ahmad,
Or Old Dirty.
Yeah, that
Old
too.
Dirty.
We prefer Old Dirty.
Old Dirty. And we have our special guest for today and possibly going forward. We'll see how it goes.
See how this word is B9.
Say it again, we didn't hear you.
This is B9, This is,
Okay, alright.
Hopefully this keep pushing after this one.
Hell yeah, man.
You from Vegas?
Yes, sir.
That's right, born and raised, right?
Born Cali, raised here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you ain't
it's still enough.
You ain't hear him before the podcast started. He's a Bruins fan.
Well, I wanted to get it for the video.
Hey, let's not forget this is our.
Fan. But hey, Las Vegas Golden Knights, you know what we doing?
That's
son?
right. In the playoffs right now, man.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we pushed it way further than I thought we would too. Again.
Let's try to get that dub. What are we at? 3-1 on who? Chicago?
Yeah, 3-1 over the Blackhawks.
Okay.
Okay.
You think we're gonna win this time or what?
I don't know, man. We got a lot of competition. We got Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is one of those teams that's 3-0 right now, and I really feel like they can honestly sweep the playoffs.
There you go.
You think they're gonna sweep us?
They might, bro. They really might. I mean, being from Vegas and everything.
I mean, Tampa
gotta
Bay
give
is
them
good.
Credit, and then Bruins are my team, so I got both of them in the playoffs, and I really just think that Tampa Bay is playing the way they need to make it all the way.
You know what?
That's fair.
The mob is gonna look out for the Vegas Knights this year.
Oh yeah,
and we're gonna win
That's
the
what I'm
first
saying.
round.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you think we got it the first year?
Chance. Exactly. we were definitely an underdog for our opening season and made it all the way. So hopefully we could take that experience and make it all the way past. If we can come up with a Stanley Cup for Vegas,
we already made history.
Bro, that'd be crazy. I know, right? Went all the way to what? The finals? The first time?
The very first
That's
time.
insane. That's insane, bro. Who
does
that?
Are the Sharks in the playoffs?
Nah, I don't think the Sharks are.
Good. That's our rival. Shit, you don't belong in the playoffs.
You know what I like though? I'd like Vegas to get an NBA team. Yeah. That's what I'd like.
We got a women's team.
Yeah,
the Aces.
Son.
Wait, I got something.
Do you watch the WNBA?
I do not.
Okay. Then why did you bring that up?
All right, check it.
If come on.
No disrespect, Nate. No disrespect. I'm just saying. Do you watch it?
If we had a team,
The highlights.
Okay, all right.
But I'm different. I don't really watch them.
Bro, you gotta look for the highlights. They don't even pop up.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you really want to know, like,
yeah. But no, that's not true because when I was at work the other night, I seen that like there is 2 different highlights on the top 10, bro.
That was at like 4:00 in the morning, probably.
But the top 10 plays all day. Don't play me. Top 10 plays all day.
The WNBA don't even get no TV time.
That's what I'm saying.
In the bubble, they're in the bubble too. When did you don't even hear them?
Right. I had no idea. I didn't even know they were playing. I didn't even know they were playing.
You know how I heard about them? You want to know how I heard about them? On Sirius XM, they were like, "Oh, stay in tune. We're gonna keep you updated with the NBA and WNBA." I was like, "Oh,
man, that's so foul.
Damn,
that is so foul."
Did you guys know that they did come away with a ring though?
When?
Bro, their last season, I'm pretty sure.
Vegas, the Aces won?
Yeah, bro, they came with a ring.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I had no idea.
But did you know that we had a hockey team before that too?
No,
yeah,
we
used
did
to have a hockey team before the Knights, the Wranglers, bro.
The Wranglers.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Anyway.
To be fair, I'm not from Vegas, so I don't know. Just to
we
be
had
fair.
the Wranglers.
To be fair,
Yeah, we had them before. They used to be our NHL.
I ain't
like
gonna
early
pick
2000s.
Jordan on Black.
What year was this?
You was here.
I want to say like
Oh, yeah.
2006, bro. I honestly think it was way before then because I went to a game when I was.
Okay, that was hella long, but that's over
Fifth,
10 years
I
ago.
remember going to a game.
Yeah. And it was at the
I do remember that.
NHL.
We gotta fact check this.
I do remember that.
I think we played like
at
the
Orleans.
Hurricanes.
Really?
I remember that.
Yes, it was at the Orleans. We used to have the Orleans.
What happened to him? Why'd he leave?
They just got bought out and they didn't want to like stay here. They didn't want to pay get paid they were worth because they were a crappy team, to be honest with you. I mean, the Wranglers didn't really go anywhere.
Oh, all right. Well,
once or twice.
Yeah.
But they didn't accept that they weren't worth that much money, and the GM just kind of was just like, whatever, we'll go somewhere to a different league.
Oh shit. Well, have we had any other team that I don't know about now?
Nah.
A secret MLB team or
I mean, we got the minor league, the 51s.
Yeah, we got
Bro, they built the field too.
I seen that.
Nice.
It's actually not. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, now we're gonna have our 3 teams, 3
You
professional.
know what? You know what we haven't talked about is our soccer team.
We have a soccer.
We have a soccer
We have
team.
a soccer team, the Las Vegas Lights.
I've never seen them.
I swear to God, I did not know.
Yo,
Wait, MLB.
go-
I mean, not MLB. What is it?
It's the
MLS.
MLS.
MLS?
Yo, go look up their jerseys. The jerseys is dope,
Yeah?
bro. Yeah. son.
What?
Yeah.
Major League Soccer.
You saying?
I would have never known, bro.
I'd never
Yeah,
in my life.
we have a team. Well, I mean,
Where do they play?
I know because I worked
On the east
downtown
side?
in 2017, and their first season was 2017. So
Oh, so this is recent. This is like Nike's
Yeah.
recent.
Yeah, I was working downtown when their season started. So that and I like soccer. So that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, soccer's pretty fun. Like, I would play.
Yeah,
But it's
fun to
tiring,
play.
though.
It's very tiring.
Watch like the World Cup.
And you gotta have a lot of stamina.
Right.
It's like that when you took me to play that frisbee golf shit. That
Oh,
shit,
hey,
you gotta have
that would-
stamina
Y'all went
for that
frisbee?
shit.
Yeah, we went frisbee golfing, bro, on like the north side.
You gotta have.
Bro.
When did y'all go?
Like,
It
that was a
was
while
random,
ago.
yeah.
I invited you.
Yeah,
What do you
you
mean?
invited
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah.
I must have been
ghosted
sleeping.
that,
Oh
man.
no, I slept. I was sleeping.
Yeah, you was sleeping this.
I
It
was
was in
sleeping.
the morning. It was like
Yeah.
9 o'clock. But nah, low key, it's called like frisbee soccer, I guess, or frisbee
No, it's
football.
Frisbee golf.
Frisbee golf.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
No, it's
you know
ultimate
what?
frisbee. What are we talking about? It's called ultimate frisbee.
You're talking about the actual
Ultimate
touchdown.
frisbee.
Yeah,
Ultimate
it's called ultimate frisbee.
Sorry,
But
ultimate
actually,
frisbee.
it's
But
really
there is
fun.
a frisbee golf. Sorry,
There is
sorry about
you're
that.
right. There
Sorry,
is a
people.
frisbee golf.
I
They
do
have
apologize.
that at Sunset.
No, it's
Sunset Park.
yeah, but it's also at the Lone Mountain Park over off Durango.
Oh, there you go.
It's also at Richard Bryan Elementary School because that's where we played
okay.
frisbee golf out there.
Catch
you
him
know,
on that
right?
frisbee golf
I
court.
had a hole
Catch
in
him.
one on the frisbee. You know what I'm talking about? Them little holes.
Not even gonna lie, that shit is kind of hard.
It is.
That shit is really hard.
It is. Ultimate frisbee was a challenge.
I didn't even know it was a thing
Like,
until this year.
I didn't even
Really?
realize
Frisbee-
that.
I had no
it's-
idea
it's
frisbee
It's
golf.
an actual sport.
You know
It's
what's
a
crazy?
professional sport.
I've been knowing it was a professional sport since I was a
Yeah.
kid.
I did not know that.
Oh.
It's like the same caliber as rugby.
You know
Yeah.
what else is a sport? Trampoline basketball. Yeah, that's a real thing.
Oh yeah,
That's a
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
That's a real thing.
You
You're lying.
didn't,
That
you
looks
didn't
so
know, yeah,
fun.
bro.
Wait, trampoline
Yeah,
basketball.
It was nationally televised.
Is that like
on
Harlem
on
Globetrotter
FX.
shit?
It was,
Yeah,
yep.
Yep.
So
on,
the court,
on,
the whole
FX.
court's trampoline, and then like it's just crazy.
Wait, so
Yeah.
how do you?
You can
Of
do
course you
super
can't-
dunks.
super
and
dunks
it's
and all
crazy,
this. You can
bro.
sti-
So
I
there's no
think you can,
traveling
like-
then because you just jumping all over the
Yeah.
place.
True,
Basically.
but I believe I don't know if you can. I don't think tackle would be a real thing during trampoline because that'd be massively.
You said
dangerous.
tackling?
It'd be dangerous, but I don't know how you
Bro,
can
I
stay
mean,
the
you
ball.
can like the way you're defending. You
Kind of like lacrosse. Like,
kind of
nudge that shit.
Yeah, nudge them out
Kinda,
the way.
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
It's
that
been a
sounds
minute
pretty
since I
fun.
watched
would play
it, but
that.
bro, it was pretty crazy.
When's the
It's-
last time y'all even been to like a jumping place like that? Like
Since,
jumping on the
since my
trampoline?
senior year in high school, because they had
You're
a
missing
day
out, bro.
for seniors where they had.
You only got a couple more years. You can
trampolines.
really do that shit.
Oh yeah,
Right.
nigga, I'm
Because imagine
old,
like you 30,
so-
40 years old going to you by yourself to go jump in
Bro,
the
I'm
fucking.
old, son.
You know what I
True
mean?
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's still
like
fun.
I mean, it's
nowadays,
fun.
too.
No, I went not too long ago. I went
No,
like 2 weeks
okay,
ago.
so they used to have Gravity down the street from my house, and my high school was literally a 30-second walk from it.
They don't have gravity
So
no more
then-
down there.
Nice.
No, Gravity's still there. But when Gravity first opened up, it was so hidden, and then when all the high schoolers figured it out, that's when it got fucked up. Because then,
Oh, word. They all started going and shit.
oh no, this is where it got fucking crazy. So on Saturdays they'd had like nightclub nights or whatever, where
Yeah.
like all the older kids would go
Okay.
from like
I would go.
10 to 12, and they turn off the lights, and it's all like black lights, and it's like a rave kind of in a trampoline.
Oh, that's hella cool.
But they only done it for like a couple nights because the last night it got ghetto. Like it got real ghetto. Like niggas was smoking in the warehouse behind the trampolines
Come
and shit.
on, bro.
And like if you're standing in line to get into the zip line thing, into the foam pin, you can smell weed and shit. You're like looking around like, what the
Wow.
there's a lot of people here, and
Damn.
there's a lot of people down there. I'm pretty sure that's where they're doing it. They're like right underneath the trampoline, smoking and
Yeah.
shit. It's like, y'all are dumb.
Under the trampoline.
It pretty much, damn near, because like,
They're getting high. Wow. They're getting
but also
high.
you can't.
Right?
No, because they weren't.
No.
Okay, that was clever. But
Also-
they weren't jumping on the trampoline.
But if you think
though, they were
about it,
under
it's a smart idea because the lights are off.
Right.
There's black lights.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's sweating. It smells like must in there. music's 24 blasts and strobe lights going around, so no one's paying attention to where this smell's coming from or anything, unless you really smoke weed and you just actually notice it like I was. Like,
right.
And like, it was all the ratchet people there that particular night, and like,
Well, they just didn't want that no more. Somebody complained. I bet you somebody complained.
Probably, yes, most likely, 100%. It was, it was
some Karen. Yeah.
Karen stole children's because there was no parents there. Their parents would drop their kid. That's what my mom would drop us off. Like,
it was a Karen in training.
Like, that was the perfect thing. Like, it was hella fun. Even as a senior, like, just going there for like a night or whatever, just jump around and shit. Just go home.
Bro, I was not jumping around as a senior on no trampoline, bro.
Bro, you tripping, bro? I'm jumping around now on the trampolines. You crazy.
Yo, what were you doing with your life, bro?
Right.
Seriously. What's
Bro,
wrong
you
with
smoke before you go in, you do all types of shit, and you have a
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. Cut me out on this one, guys.
Cisco.
100%.
Hold on. Cisco.
You need to take Heather, like, by next year. Just smoke two blunts before you go in, just go.
Just go jump around.
I bet you have the time of your life.
Once.
I bet you have the time of your life.
Especially because you didn't do it when you were a senior in high school. So, yo, me and the homie, look, I used to go with this other guy named Sean. That was my best friend in high school. Me and this guy, we would go and we would invite like 3-4 girls, and we would all go to the trampoline place, and we'd just be jumping on the trampolines, bro.
Exactly, it's so fun. It's actually fun. Even like to this day,
bro.
Like,
they have dodgeball there, and you'd be playing dodgeball.
Yes,
right.
For real.
That shit is fun.
They have like a special area
out.
where it's like just dodgeball. Whack little niggas in their head and shit. And then they got right across from it is like a little dunk pit where you can dunk.
I can't believe you, Cisco.
Bro, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Bro, it's a 10-foot rim. Like, you can jump as high as you want and just bop.
Right.
LeBron a
I believe
nigga.
you, son.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe I'll go
Wait, have you ever even gone?
Bro, I might have hit a trampoline about 3 times in
There's
my
a
life.
trampoline
What
in the
the
back.
fuck?
There's a trampoline.
Son.
Swear
You are
There's a
missing
trampoline in the
Your
back.
mother's yard.
Oh,
Your
was.
mother's house.
There was.
Oh, it's not there?
Well, it is, but.
Hey, I was gone by the time that trampoline was in
Yeah,
there.
but it's still there.
Shut up. No,
Hey, it's still there, nigga.
Shit, I was, you know what I mean?
But it's there. You can go and
that
go jump on
backyard
that
went through
shit
like
now.
10 different changes.
Yeah,
Bro, for real.
It's
For
gone.
real.
It's gone
As
through
it should.
changes.
As it should.
Yeah.
As it should.
It's like, okay, y'all can't lie though. When you go in their backyard, don't y'all feel like you're in like a redneck low budget
whose
amusement
backyard?
park? Your dad's backyard.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you got this
100%.
one area,
He's
it's
got
like the
the
pool.
huge-
The back area is a
huge
trampoline,
pool.
and then right here is like where you chilling and stuff. And then the other area is the grill, and then he has the smoking area right
It
next
is
to the
kinda-
pool. Like he has designated areas in that big ass
It's
backyard.
kinda cool, though. I
It
ain't
is
gonna
cool.
lie.
Though.
It is kinda cool.
It is
That
cool.
shit works out.
He needs to take that shed out and put something right there. That'd be pretty.
Where?
pretty
What
dope.
part?
You know where he has that shed in the back?
Oh, yeah, that has to be its own section because right now it's just kind of bland right
it's
now,
bland.
right?
He needs to put something right there for real. Like, I don't know. Like, he should put where that TV section is in the front, put it in the back, and get like a projector and put the screen on the brick wall in the back.
That would be dope.
It'd be dope. It's cheap. It's cheap. You can find cheap projectors now and stuff.
The only problem is kind of hot, bro. It's too hot.
It's gonna be hot for the next couple months, like two
He
a
said,
month
pass
and
me
a
that
half.
corona. Hold the virus.
Please. Hold the virus.
God damn.
For real.
All right.
Yeah, I
Enough of
sponsor the
that.
boys every night with every Friday with some beers.
There you go.
You know,
It's Tuesday.
All right, so what we
it's
got? We
gonna
got
come out on Friday.
As the words of Violet McConan Club
Tuesdays
going
and
up on
Fridays.
Tuesday.
Tuesdays and Fridays.
yeah. All right, so you mentioned something about Elon Musk earlier, and I totally missed out on that. So go ahead, Mr. Brandon.
So Elon Musk has officially just passed and landed in the 4th richest person in the world spot.
It's insane.
He had-
So we should be investing in Tesla, is what you're saying.
Well, his Tesla stock just went up 11% out of nowhere.
Oh,
It was a 52 point something $billion gain in his net worth. Now he's worth 76.2.
Where's Robinhood? I'm about to open my Robinhood
For
right
sure
now.
going to
Wow.
This man has a plan.
Robinhood
He's
right
already
now.
in a
Where's Tesla?
contract with our government to put 42,000 satellites into the atmosphere.
Today he went up $51 fucking today in one day. Oh my gosh, I should have.
What?
If anyone was invested in Tesla, you would have made fucking bank.
Bro, it's like when
How much
Bitcoin
is he
rose.
stock?
It's currently $1,895.
Can I just say one thing?
God damn.
To be 100%.
I'm not about to buy no $1,000
That's
stock to get $50.
No. Hear me out though. Hear me out though.
You can buy pieces of the stock.
No,
You don't
100%.
have to
I mean, you
buy
can, yeah.
The people who was investing in stocks when Tesla when first dropped, they should like people who invest in stocks then when it first
Oh
dropped.
no, 100%. When it was like
my
dirt
God,
cheap. When
right
it was
now.
yeah.
When it was dirt
No,
cheap.
obviously. That's any standard
Yo,
big company though.
They're swimming in money right
That's
now.
Apple. That's all the
Can I
companies
put you
just
guys
like
on
that.
game?
That's how they started.
Tesla is bigger because it came out with cars and shit. Like
That's true.
who would like look at all these other cars that was talking about they're coming out in the next few years and they haven't came out, and the only car that's been coming out is Tesla.
Check this out.
You're not
I'm
wrong.
so
You're not wrong.
tempted to buy. I have $311 in Robinhood right now.
Okay, check this out. Hey, Sean, what I would say, have you guys ever heard of XRP? You know, cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Come on now.
if you guys want to invest in anything, bro, I strongly recommend going to the XRP. XRP, they're
The
projected.
Ripple, that's this Ripple, yeah.
They're projected to make like $4 or $5, you know, and right now to buy in it's only like 20 cents.
Not even gonna lie. I thought you were gonna say like $40, $50. I was about to be like, yo, let me hop on that shit right now.
When you buy a stock for 20 cents, bro.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can buy it
It's
quite a bit for
literally
that.
Yeah,
60%.
and they're projected. Like I said, they're projected.
Now,
to-
what's the company? What is that?
It's XRP, so it's a cryptocurrency. It's like buying the bitcoins.
Oh, like a
It's
big.
like buying-
Okay,
yeah, it's like
okay.
buying a
I understand.
Bitcoin.
I understand.
Yeah,
So you have those people that do that, and then they take that to another extreme. That they go and they build these things called mining rigs. That it's basically just video cards and processors, and all it does is buy and exchange all different types of cryptocurrency, like a different type per graphics card. Brings
Yep.
in thousands of dollars a day.
you
Is
know
this
what's
what-
crazy? My buddy, right? He's a gamer, all
Yeah.
into the PCs and everything.
Okay.
And he's the one who actually put me onto the XRP. What he showed me, there's like an account where you buy, basically
Kobe.
shows your transaction history as far as cryptocurrency goes. This dude, when fucking Bitcoin came out, right? He bought 13 Bitcoins, right? And he was trading them. He was buying them because that was the currency you needed to buy like certain games and stuff
Right.
online, PC kind of thing. So he showed me this, and he sold all his Bitcoins and stuff before they made like a lot of money.
Right.
And so his thing in life right now is like, dude, like if I would have kept 10 of those Bitcoins,
Right.
I would be perfect, right?
Damn. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I remember that was like a year, 2 years ago. Where
It was 3.
crypto. Was it 3?
It was 3.
Crypto. Like that shit just.
Bro.
Yeah.
And everybody made money. Yeah.
Well, you
That's-
remember old dude was the first person to ever buy a Lamborghini with a cryptocurrency. He bought a Bitcoin Lamborghini, is what it's called.
Who was that?
If you Google, I don't know his name. If you
Bro,
actually,
50 Cent, bro.
Yeah?
50 Cent for one of his album sales, bro. He got like a deal where he wanted Bitcoins and like the dude offered him Bitcoins for something, and he took it, didn't know what the fuck it was, type of thing, and then when it hit, he realized
Oh, he made
had
money.
millions,
Oh, nice.
right? So so check
Damn.
this out.
All right, so XRP is the thing then.
Yeah, and the only reason why I
Yeah,
say
it's a
that,
Ripple.
the only reason why I say that is because my buddy literally has been trying to get that next thing because he like been researching it, feeling like, dude, I lost out on a lot, trying to figure out the next thing,
Yeah.
So he was trying to put me on.
So is this what insider trading is?
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, basically.
You know what I mean?
Well,
This
you
is
can-
a-
you- what is
this
that?
is a-
There's that stock market. It's not stocks. It's buying and selling different currencies worldwide. I forget
Right.
what it's called. It's a specific market. It's an app on your phone.
You could definitely
Yeah.
make money doing that though, for sure. Yeah.
It's crazy, and the turnaround for it is so up and down. But I always see more positive than negative out of it, no matter what.
You definitely gotta know what's going on, though.
Yeah, you got to know whose dollar's about to jump.
Exactly. But to
Do
be
we
that
even
involved-
have whose dollar right? Do we know whose dollar is like the most?
I think for some dumb reason, I'm pretty sure ours is.
No.
Even though ours-
No,
It's either
not.
ours or the euro. It's
Yeah,
either one of
I
those.
think
No,
it's
it's the pound. It's the pound.
It's the pound
It's the
now. Oh,
pound.
'cause they hopped out of the.
It's been the pound.
Well, no. I'm just saying because they hopped out of the euro. You know what I'm saying? They had some kind of. You know what I'm talking about? Brexit. That's what it was.
Yeah, but they always had their own currency.
Oh!
They always had their own currency, though.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm watching the Lakers
Wait, what happened?
game right now. Dang just hit a 3.
Dagger 3, goddamn.
Yes, clutch. We're in the fourth quarter, 7 minutes to go. This episode ain't gonna come out till Friday, so you guys are gonna see what Tuesday's game.
Yeah.
All right, so
What's the score though?
bro, the score right now is 81-97. 97 for the Lakers.
Wait, the Blazers have 81?
Yep, that's
and
what
the
I'm-
Lakers have 97?
That's the reason why I said
Son,
it first.
they were
bro.
getting smacked in the beginning of that game.
That's the reason why I said it first. That's the reason why I said it first, because the Blazers were killing it. Now, second half, third quarter, they picked it up.
Okay, I was about to say, bro, because I was worried about them, man.
Okay, let's do some predictions, right? So me and Young Jay are some NBA guys right here. The next time we record, right, and come out with the episode and put this one out, right, it's going to be Friday. So from now until the next episode, who do you think the Lakers are going to be able to keep this up?
They have what, 3 games? Friday will be their third game. No, just 2.
Yeah.
Just 2 in that timeline. Yeah, I think they'll go 2-0. Yeah,
Yeah?
100%. If they win this game like how they're doing it, because I was worried at first.
Yes.
But if they're smacking them like this, then all right, I'll give them the 2-0. You know what I do think though, because I don't know I don't think he had a chance today, but the Miami Heat versus Pacers game, I've been following that shit closely.
Yes.
Miami Heat won barely by the skin of their teeth because Oladipo left, and I'm a Heat fan. I think the Heat are the sleeper team in the East. I honestly think they're the sleep. Everyone's sleeping on them, bro.
In the East, you said?
Bro, listen, you gotta understand this. You got Tyler Hero, bro. He should have been on the Rookie of the Year, bro.
I'm going to
He
go
might
for
be
the
on the
Celtics.
His first playoff game.
You only hear you hear mostly stuff from the East Side, and it only comes from the Miami Heats most of the time.
No,
Or the
I'm going to
Bucks.
go with the Celtics on this one, guys.
Bro.
Celtics.
Okay, Celtics and Miami Heats can go neck and neck on popularity wise on the East Side.
Yeah, that's for sure. For sure.
Yes, because there's a lot of people on the West Side who are from the East Side who are either fans of what team we're talking about, Miami Heat or the Celtics.
I'll give you that because when I used to live out there, it was either those two teams. You got a couple Knicks fans.
Oh
And
yeah,
that was
no,
kinda
yeah,
it.
you get a couple.
Definitely
Knicks
get the
fans.
Knicks fans.
Yeah,
but that's pretty
they're
much it on
solid.
the East Coast. You're right.
Yes.
It was Knicks, Celtics, or Heat.
Other than
Unless you
that,
lived
it
in
was-
this town, that was your team. You know what I'm saying? Like if you lived in Orlando, then obviously the Magic was your team. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
of
Even though I
course.
stayed Miami the whole time.
The
But,
Magic was my team because I was just Shaquille O'Neal fan when I was younger.
oh, that's back in the day. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
that was-
completely off topic on that. I guess on the same thing, but do you really believe like all these people who are diehard like fans for their team because they were born there? Do you feel like that's a requirement when you become a sports fan? Do you feel like you
Look,
should pick whatever
I will
team's like-
always
That's-
be for
yeah,
any New
see,
York team,
that's the
especially
thing.
the New York Knicks. I don't care how much the Knicks suck.
So for
Fuck
him, yes.
I will
To
always.
answer your question,
I
for
will
him,
always be
100%.
a New York Knicks fan because first off, because of Space Jam, and I think Patrick Ewing is
Okay.
awesome. Charles Barkley,
That's fair.
you know what I'm saying? I was super big on Space Jam, and I love the colors orange. and
Segue real quick
blue.
on Space
Sorry,
Jam.
yeah, go ahead.
because we just were shown Space Jam 2 how it looks. How y'all
Right.
feel about the movie in general?
I didn't see that.
You know what?
Oh, he'll show you.
What do you think? What do you think, Cisco?
I think they've been teasing us for so long about this LeBron.
Right, it's been years, right? I feel like
Space
it's been
Jams.
years.
Like it's well overdue. Rest in peace, Kobe, but he should have been in Space Jam.
You think
Look,
so?
I got something to
'cause
say, though.
I think the problem. My
Continue.
bad. The
No.
problem with that is that Jordan and Kobe era was too close together. So for him to come out with with a Space Jam, it wouldn't have been right.
Okay.
For LeBron to do it, it's new generation. What do you mean? What do you mean? No,
no.
you-
The reason
No.
Ron got it is because Kobe gone.
That's the only
oh
reason.
fuck no! He was
No,
he
no,
was
that's not the
already in
reason why.
production,
Yeah,
bro.
he was already
it was
in production.
already in production for
way
years already.
before,
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
before Kobe passed. But
But it's because Kobe retired.
no, not even. No, it was
No.
even before that too.
Yeah, no, it
Ron was
was.
already in production before Kobe retired.
It's been in talks since before that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
been in talks for like
it's
5-6
always
years.
been
I thought it was in
LeBron.
production
Yeah.
after Kobe retired.
Yeah, it's been a while. No.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm not excited for this movie at all.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't have the hype.
I'm not.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I'm.
Cool to
Hey,
see.
I'll
guys,
tell you the reason why.
What?
Okay,
Guys,
look.
I
the
mean,
reason
it's
why.
not really for us. It's really for the kids.
It's-
bro.
Yeah, that too.
No.
Yeah.
No. But also, it's for us. Also,
That's like
because
saying Lion
is-
King
it
wasn't
is-
for us when it
I
came
mean,
out.
it is in a way, but it's for us to bring our kids to bring them to the new Space Jam legacy. Like,
that too. So we have to accept
That
it.
is, yeah.
But the reason why I'm not really too happy about it is because like we waited almost 6 years for this, and also I'm a LeBron fan, but LeBron is the shining light of everything in NBA.
Why not?
Why not though? Yeah, true. But there could have been other. We could have seen other NBA players. That
Nah,
could've
bro.
took that
Nobody
spot
did
at
it like
least.
LeBron.
Nobody's
bro.
done it like LeBron.
This
Nobody's
dude.
not done
This
like
dude
LeBron.
came in
Like,
the.
like you think Steph Curry could have been in Space
Okay,
Jam?
player wise, yeah, but I'm talking about all character in
Personality?
general, right?
His
And
personality.
wise,
You don't think
personality wise, and everything.
Personality based on
The reason why
Or
Michael
pass him
Jordan-
that shit when you're done, because I want to hear what he's trying to
The
say.
reason why Michael Jordan worked is because, like, he was in between of going from baseball into he
Wait, you
transferred.
think that's why he got Space Jam?
No, that's not the reason why. No, I don't think that's the reason why.
Oh, okay.
The reason why no, the movie just fell in line in between all that.
It did. It did just fall in line. No, you're not. You're not wrong.
It
made a great
sense.
story.
It made a great
story.
storyline, and that's what I liked about it. Because like
It was true. It was
it was
like
true.
real
And
shit.
I
Yeah.
relate to it because I was playing I
So
was playing soccer, and
So
I
you
was
don't
like,
think LeBron's gonna do that? You don't think like the
How is
part
he-
of his story will be like him, like maybe having to go from Cleveland to Miami, or vice versa, or maybe him
it
going to
wasn't
the West
that
Coast?
deep. It
or
wasn't as big as how when Michael Jordan went to baseball.
him making the decision to go to Miami was pretty big.
That was big, but not as big as Michael Jordan transforming into baseball and then going back. He's not the first NBA star to do that, but like he's one of the fewer NBA stars to do something kind of like that, where he went to a different sport and then I think he went back, didn't he?
Yeah,
Bro,
I can't
imagine-
think of anybody else.
That's
Yeah,
what
but-
set off the
yeah,
story
but
too. That's what set
Michael-
off the
but
story.
Michael was
What story
horrible at
does
this
LeBron
point.
have that's kind of closer to that?
Bro, imagine
Well,
if they
high
come out
school.
with the storyline with him versus
Look.
fucking Steph Curry. The whole
That's what I'm saying. Like it could be some like it could be a good story.
It
Bro,
could
it
be
could
a
be
good
an
story.
awesome
It could
story.
be.
But here's the thing. You're asking what LeBron has done. I'm like, he didn't leave
He's done
basketball
and he's
go
done a
to
lot.
another sport. But before he was in the NBA, like when he was in high school, he did
True.
baseball, he did football, and he did basketball. He was a all around.
Okay.
He was
So
a
then-
Bo Jackson. He's not Bo Jackson, but he was a Bo
So
Jackson.
are we not gonna address the fact that Jordan got pulled down a hole while he was golfing in the movie? And I feel like if that was the case, and that was the only reason why, and that was his opportunity to move was because of the moves he was making into baseball and all the other different avenues. Why the hell did they choose golfing?
Because that's
was
the
his-
that's the sport.
I
That's
see.
that's golf.
As the reason, or like
So I feel like
the
if
way
that's-
he.
yeah, I feel like if that's the case, like if they're gonna pull them in a different way, completely outside of what they do inside of like their actual real world life,
Well,
they could use anybody. I feel like you said, like you questioned Steph Curry. I feel like Steph Curry and Aisha Curry, like with them being together in a movie with the way they personality and the way they act around it, bro, they could spin that off with Bugs Bunny and Lola Bunny.
you're not wrong, because they got the whole
Perfect
YouTube
spin.
shit, and like they're
Exactly.
they're
They
killing
like
it
a
on that.
whole-
And,
like
yeah.
that's like wifey and husband to the max, and they could have played that off Bugs Bunny and Lola Bunny and made profit.
But can Steph Curry act?
Can LeBron?
I've seen LeBron in a movie.
I've seen LeBron
LeBron in a movie.
He played LeBron.
He plays LeBron, but
have you seen the old LeBron and Kobe commercials? It's like he started. So it takes time to get into a certain mode, and only certain people can do it.
I feel like LeBron just has that game mentality, that
Like,
that
call
sports
me-
mentality. He don't have the acting mentality like that, except for like short parts or playing himself. Like he might do good because he's just
Okay.
playing himself, absolutely.
Okay.
But I feel like he doesn't
Yeah.
have the ability to switch roles, and I feel like if
well,
you do
we're
that
about to
case,
find out.
We're about
We're
to
about to
find
find
out.
out.
We're
because
about
he's still
to
playing
find out.
LeBron.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I think the movie will be good. It's just I waited too long, and I prefer Michael Jordan's Space Jam way more because
Okay.
I felt something towards that.
All right,
as
that's
a kid,
you can't make
to
that
me.
statement until you've seen it.
True, I'm worried. I should say,
Okay.
but at the same time, I do know it will be a good movie. It's just will I connect to it? But next subject.
All right. Anyway, what else we got here? We got oh man, Trump versus Mr. Sisolak. That's all you, bro.
Man, so obviously we know what the voting situation in Trump with the way he's trying to move on in the politics is. He's banning USPS because he's stating that USPS can have the ability to tamper with polls and tamper with votes before
Right.
they make it from your mailbox that you drop it in to the voting registration, to the ballot, to the counters. So basically he's locking down mailboxes in neighborhoods. He's literally like pulling them off the streets, those big blue mailbox bins, putting red locks on the opening slot and taking them off the streets in groups. And Sisolak,
Wait, so how are people getting their mail?
Exactly. They have to go all the way to the
Oh
post
my
office or
God.
something.
Social
Damn.
Security and issues like that is having a problem with it too because they can't drop off their mails. Older generations that pay bail, like
Yeah,
their
they
bills through
gotta
mail,
be
they're
hurting.
being-
They
they're
gotta be
screwed.
hurting. Yeah.
They're screwed. So the worst thing that's happening right now is he's trying to do that, and he's making it more of an executive order than like a bill or something that passes
Right.
through to get voted in. So Sisolak basically told him to go blow me, And he took advantage of that. And he was just like, well, I'm still going to mail out a ballot register to every single registered voter, and I'm not going to let you take mailboxes off the streets. Just kind of.
Well, they're actually. Well, I know the Congress is supposed to vote. We have like emergency session or something this week where they're supposed to vote by this Saturday.
They're just going to push it back. It's just
You
going to
think
be a
so?
stalemate, and it's going to go back to the 8th.
It has to.
They come back from their normal recess. They're just doing this to appease people so that they see this emergency.
Oh, 100%.
vote.
100%.
And again, it's just Trump just trying to stay in office or some shit.
It's literally.
You
just
think
the
so?
Republicans
You
and
think he's
Democrats.
trying to become dictator Trump?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be
As,
Trump.
Yes.
see,
Did you- there's a commercial, Trump Forever. There's a commercial.
okay, but did he do that commercial himself? Probably not.
But how many things has he done that doesn't exactly signal like dictator vibes at this point? It's not like he's pushing for communism. He's not pushing for socialism. He's not pushing for anything for democracy.
But it's 100% not possible. Like right now, it's no. How?
possible.
Okay, so if you were Trump right now, right, and you wanted to become dictator, how would you do it?
First of all, both of our presidential candidates are above their 70s.
Oh, you're not wrong there. Yeah.
95% of our cabinet, when it comes to the Congress and the House of Representatives, are above their 65 years birthday.
Yeah.
So it's all an issue inside of our system that they all vote with the ideals that Trump has, which is why he's so popular and why he's beginning to get these votes in the way he can do things is because people agree with him. They just don't want to agree with him publicly. So they fund campaigns and they fund voters and they fundraise on the low so that he can keep pushing the agenda that they want. They don't care about the generation right now because they don't. Congress and the House, they don't have term limits.
That I agree with.
They don't
That
have
I
anything
agree.
limiting them for anything, so they can continue to be in charge. And make
See,
laws
that's
and
why
pass
I
anything.
personally think, like, I know there's a minimum, like, what is it, 35 years old to be president, right? And I think there's for senator in House, there's also an age limit. I don't know what that is.
But there's no term.
But there's no exactly. There's
So
no
I think
term
if
limit.
they
That's
would've put-
bullshit.
They don't have to do anything
Major
else
bull.
besides put a term limit on Congress and the House of Representatives, and our entire economy would change. Because right now,
Career
we're-
politicians.
we're
Yeah.
branded as a democracy, but nothing we show is democracy.
Yeah,
Nothing
100%.
we do. The Electoral College is the votes that matter. How do you win the Electoral College? By winning the states. But why does thousands of Americans go and vote every single day for the Electoral College to choose?
There you go, Brandon.
What's the
Speak
point?
that shit, bruh.
What's the point of that?
No, I
So it's
I
literally
agree.
just a guided democracy, if anything, and it's leaning more towards communism, where one person has the power, but he labels it as you guys being free. It's just like Soviet Russia. It ain't no different. It's just a
Wow,
nicer
you
version.
broke that down beautifully. Honestly, say that
is-
again. Say that last thing you said one more time.
That is just like Soviet Russia with communism. We're
No.
guided-
Let's go back about
guided
30
democracy?
seconds. Yes.
Yeah, we don't really get as big of a choice as we are. We're shown that in the media. It's the same way the media focuses on certain points. The government shows us what they want.
You
us
know
to
who's
know.
showing those? Fake news. CNN, all that shit.
So can I ask you something, right? With everything going on, as far as the media and what is pushed, is that, all in favor of getting Trump, booted or?
I think it's whoever pays the most. It has nothing to do with popularity. It has nothing to do with votes. Because you can see when you go to the polls and you go to the past presidential elections,
Right.
the popular vote, the majority vote, and the electoral vote are completely polar opposite of each other. The states that are won when they're going over it and saying if you got a Democratic state or if you got a Republic state, those votes, that's how they decide. They basically choose the majority votes of the population, and that's what color the state turns, and that electoral vote
Right.
goes to that party.
Right.
So
That's
what you're
how
saying
they-
is the election is really almost kind of set up.
What you'd have to
100%.
do is you'd have to take out
like
the
the-
electoral college.
It's like the
if you really
billboards.
wanted a true democracy, you have to take out the electoral college. Everyone's vote matters. At
Or
that
it
point.
still comes back down to term limits because the electoral college is also made up of the voters for
That's true,
each
too.
state get
Right.
certain votes that go to the House of Representatives, that go to Congress and make those votes for us.
And the reason why I love that we're talking about this right now is because, a big percentage of, just the community or just a lot of people, don't know this kind of stuff. So you're bringing light to something that
I didn't
Right.
learn this in school. I didn't learn this from
Oh
school.
no,
None of us
100%.
did.
You gotta
None of
do
us.
your
Paying
own
attention
research,
and doing
bro.
Whatever.
Right.
So one of the biggest people that I actually sit back and I listen to a lot of on YouTube is Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro.
Oh, yeah.
He is,
I gotta
he is
listen to
hated
him
by
more.
so many people in this world.
100%.
But everything he says is factual. Nothing he says is
I'll
not
say
backed with
I'll meet you
statistics.
halfway, and I'll say most of what he says is
But he has
factual.
statistics. It might not be the facts, and it might not be the honest, like the truth that you
Damn.
guys really want to see.
Oh, 100%.
But
I
his
agree.
Facts are
Your ass,
always
bro.
statistic based.
I agree.
He doesn't talk about something if he doesn't know, and if he does, he gets corrected. he'll correct himself and he'll be like, "You're right. This is what I
Okay,
meant.
I can get behind that.
This is
I can
how
get
it
behind.
was."
I actually do watch his videos.
So that's
Him,
why I like
yeah.
the way he talks. I love listening to him and his podcast. I love listening to his Ben Shapiro show because it's.
Bro, I feel like he be bodying people on his videos, dude.
He
I keep
Like
hearing about him.
he loves to get people that like don't know what they're talking about. Like he'll go to like college campuses and shit like
Yeah.
that, and then they'll be like, so, and they'll have some like dumbass question, and he'll be like, well, you're wrong. So, and this is why, and he just spit straight fucking facts at him.
He
Like,
was sitting I watched him. He was sitting there leaning back in a chair on a college campus, and a kid came up to argue with him, and he was arguing back and forth. He was just like, "I didn't come here to argue. I didn't come here to argue because based off emotions. I came here to argue based off facts. Nothing you've said has had any statistical fact behind it." He was like, "I'll sit here and I'll be quiet. I have no more arguments to have for you. You haven't told me anything that's true." The kid got quiet and walked away.
just destroying their whole lives,
You
bro.
can't say nothing after that.
You can't. You honestly
You're
can't.
right. I'm gonna leave. I got class, bro.
Oh
It's
shit!
just wild.
Yeah.
It's so hard for America to teach the kids this,
And you know what?
So hard.
You know why he's able to do that at the college campuses and stuff? It's because they're so liberal. And that's actually a question for me because I don't understand why maybe not every, but most colleges are extremely left, extremely liberal.
Oh, amen.
It's because those are where all the rich kids are at.
Think so?
Most of the time.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Like every college.
Like, I went to Dixie, and from my experience, like, it was a mix because this is Vegas, it's St. George, it's Iowa Way. So you have the kids that came from an okay family and stuff, who was doing well in college, who can pay and all that. And you had the ones that were just screw-ups, never went to class, fucked up all the time, but they don't care because they have money, and they're going to try again next semester. There's actually, from high school to college, there's many different types of people in college compared to high school. To me, I met a lot of different people in college.
I could get behind that. Yeah.
By saying there's white people, not white, rich people and all that. Sorry. My bad.
Come on, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. But like, it's just to be honest, it's just it's rich people that's throwing their kids in there and just be like, we can pay for it, pay for all your classes, all that. You gotta worry about it. But then the kids are gonna go and fuck it all up and shit.
I feel like it boils down to your environment. At the end of the day, it's
The
all what you're
environment.
surrounded with when you're being grown up.
That too.
Yeah.
You can change it, absolutely. You can grow up and you can go to college and be like, "Holy shit, this is different."
Yes,
Like,
you
I
can
have a different
change.
opinion. That's allowed.
You can change
But-
in high school or in college.
Yeah, until you hit that
Yeah.
point, you're engraved. You believe what is believed around you. You believe everything around you, unless.
And
you
what was that point
hit
for
that wall.
y'all that like shit just like you, or like I guess the term would be woke, where like your eyes,
So-
kind of what I'm trying to say?
I think I feel like my eye-opening moment was freshman year. I actually
Of college?
had of high school.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of negative things happen to me freshman year. I actually lost like my closest best friend at the time, and it kind of really made me realize that like nobody really in the school like cared that I was going through something,
Right.
Except for them to show that they cared. Does that make sense? Like they wanted to be
That
blasted.
is
No, that is
facts,
true.
bro.
That is
All this
facts.
happened, and we're here for our students.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they did it for clout.
Yeah, no, basically.
Oh, for the
exactly.
oh yeah.
So we had never had any kind of like suicide awareness. We had never had any kind of like depression meetings. We had never had anything from our counselors. And as soon as we had lost two of our students, one of them being my best friend, what had happened is we started getting every Wednesday we had an in-service type of thing, and every Wednesday what it would be is some kind of depression, some kind of mental health issue, some kind of bipolar, something out of nowhere. And we'd never had them before.
See, we didn't have that.
So high schools do that now?
Yeah, now they
Really?
do. Because
That's
it became
good.
such
That's
an
good.
issue. It was an epidemic and an issue when we were in school.
Really?
Yes, when we were in high school, we had so many cases of depression leading to like suicide or anything like that.
Damn,
It
I was so
sad.
not depressed in high school. I did not realize that.
Yeah, bro, if
I'm
you
not gonna
got out of
lie.
that circle,
Yeah.
absolutely. If you got out of that circle, but if you got caught in it,
Yes.
you really saw how bad it was, and it was tough.
Damn, yeah, and you realize
Yeah.
when kids go through it in high school, because I was one of those kids I surrounded myself with a lot of people. I tried to make sure, like, each year, walking to school, from school, I'm walking with 20 people, and I know them closely. I know where they all live.
Got a tight circle.
They
yeah.
all come to my house. I
Yeah.
go to their house. We stick close. It was like that for 4 years.
Right.
Then when I went to college and I was hearing how other kids grew up talking about, they had no friends. All their friends ditched them or they got cheated
You talking
on.
about like after high school, like
After
how,
high school, when I went to college and
I feel
stuff
like
and
it's-
met other students, I was like,
That's what happens.
I
no,
feel
but
like that's
that's
common.
when
That's
I
common.
realized. That's when I realized, like, everybody's not the same like me.
No,
Like,
not at all. That's my.
because when I was in high school, I did think twice about my friends and how they was living in their household, and I keep conscious of that. And when I would go to their house, I always make sure I respect their households,
as you should.
As you should. My mom taught me that and everything. But also, it should be common sense that when you go to a stranger's house, that your parents shouldn't even tell you that you should just on guard have your manners 10 out of 10.
See, that's
right,
and that's perfectly well. And you got people houses like the one we was just speaking about, where
Yes.
every ounce of
It's
that
hard.
just went out the window.
Right, right.
You like, bro, they just acting like that.
We go to that house. We go to that house when you really want to be yourself and you just want to be free.
Oh,
in that
100%.
way.
We all have that. We all have that friend's house where you just do whatever the hell you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for sure.
Bro, I
we
used
all
to have this one friend in high school, bro. We'll go over to his house, right? And they'll talk shit to their grandma. Like, bro, I'm talking about the grandma, fool. They'll go to the house and straight, hey, grandma, what's going on today? Oh, nothing. Do you want something from the store? Yeah, honey, can you get me some cigarettes? Fuck no, you ain't supposed to be smoking.
Shouldn't be fucking smoking anyway.
You want to fucking die, grandma?
I have a story where I can relate.
I walk in the house and then I heard that.
Oh no!
I heard that. I'm like, God
Yeah,
damn.
I wouldn't have made it through.
No,
half of that
I can relate.
sentence.
Right.
So it was a Saturday. I think I was like a junior or whatever. And I was going to one of my closest friends' house. We're still close to this day.
Okay.
I think this is like one of my first times actually going to his house. And I'm chilling in the garage. We're all chilling in the garage because we was going to a football game. And my friend walks into the house from the garage, and you hear a little bit of yelling from the door. I'm not paying no mind to it. Because it ain't my house. I ain't got to worry about it. So then my friend come out. He starts yelling. He's like, hold on. He was like, we're going to have to stay here because this bitch keep playing with me. And I'm like, who's the bitch? She was like, my mother. I was like,
I gotta go. My mom just caught. Speaking of moms,
I was like,
No, bro, you can't do that. Oh
my
my
jaw
God.
dropped. I was like,
I would have just died. I literally
grew up
would have
around
died.
A lot of like different like ethnicities and groups and stuff like that. And me being as damn near transparent as I am, whenever I went in the house, everybody like it seemed like they wanted to try and put on that prim and proper. And I remember my best friend Abiel, who I still talk to, I was sitting at his house one day and he said something smart to his mom, and we're probably like 9 or 10. I swear I've never seen a sandal curve around a door like one in my life.
Got him.
I said
He tried it.
He tried to run around the corner and still got smacked.
no.
And I was behind him and I was like, I gotta go. I hear my grandma calling. I gotta leave.
That's that chancla, bro.
Right.
That's the best boomerang I've ever seen in my life. And then she came around the corner. She said, "You want the other one?" I said, no, he doesn't. He's good.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. But honestly, you really should be polite going to somebody's house like that.
for real.
Breaking news
100%.
breaking news here on LV The Plug. The Lakers fucking lost.
Wait, what?
Yeah, breaking news, bro. Fucking, they got smashed the last fucking 2 minutes.
Yo, what is up with
What
them,
was the
man?
score?
I have to fact check this, but I'm not sure.
The facts.
Bro, is it just
Oh my
me,
God.
or have they been sucking ass since they stepping in
Yep.
this damn bubble?
Sucking straight ass. That is
Yeah,
right.
honestly, bro, I think the Blazers, bro, they're gonna be hard to.
I
fucking
keep telling
beat.
y'all. I said it last time. The Blazers is a hard team to sneak up on around the finals. It really
This year,
is.
bro, you know
man.
what this year's about? Fucking Dame getting disrespected by the Clippers. He's like, the whole team is like, man, fuck them. I can't believe they even disrespected me like that. You know,
Right.
because
Right.
the Clippers were made. You know, as far as their team, the Blazers and stuff, they weren't made. They
No,
picked
that
up.
team was
Yeah, they picked up all their pieces. You get what I'm
Yo.
saying? And so they got like a fire behind them, especially the way Melo's playing. You know,
Bro, he's
Yeah.
been like a
Whiteside,
star player for
bro,
them, man.
Like, no, bro, he hit clutch threes today. Clutch, bro. Was
I know.
hitting threes, and then I don't know, bro. I love the Lakers. You know, I love the hype behind them and everything. But fuck, dude,
You just told me they were 97 to 81.
bro.
That's
That's
what
what
you
I'm
said.
saying. Yeah, and then when like the third minute kicked in, bro, it was Dame time, bro. He was hitting his things. He was passing, you know, he was passing it the way he
I'm
needed
a
to.
late game. Watch.
Oh my god.
Speaking of
that's
basketball teams, I was watching Adam 22 2 nights ago, and he had
Shout
this-
out Adam 22.
Shout out to
you know,
Adam
this
22.
is-
That's
all
my
right,
boy
shout out,
out there,
out.
man. And let me get on that show one day. I don't do no
Hey,
music,
Get old dirty
but
on there.
Yeah, old Dirty's gonna
I'm funny though, at least. But anyways, he had this one famous
IG model.
chick. Yeah, she ain't even IG model. She a OnlyFans / celebrity. I don't know what she is. She's a hoe, pretty much. But anyways,
Hey.
so he had this chick on there, and then this chick brought her friend on. And it was like the first minute she got onto the podcast or whatever. And the girl, I don't know how I got brought up, but she's talking about how she was in Vegas for one night, and there was a basketball team that she knew brought her into a room, and there was like 7 of them.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about?
Whoa! I was sleeping on the story for a minute.
He was missing.
Right?
You gotta back up.
So she's in Vegas. I think she was in Vegas. I believe she said Dreas, the club Dreas.
Okay.
I think
That
but
shit
she
goes
said
up, bruh.
she was already in a hotel room with another dude getting it on, and then like 7 other basketball players that she knew walked in and was like, "Let's get it on," and passed her around like a bop it. So
Hey, that's what
Wow.
happens in Vegas. Don't.
and she was happy about it when she said it. I
Hey,
was
there's
like,
nothing wrong with that. We in Vegas, you get what I'm saying? Let these girls be the way they want
to.
to.
Of that story. It was worse.
Let all these women be the way they want to.
Absolutely
Look, it's
not.
Vegas. It's
So-
Vegas.
it's the fact that it's these basketball players though. Like who was out? Who? And she said they all were on the team, but she
On
she
the
did-
same team.
I believe she said they were all the same team. I don't know.
The crazy part about this is, on top of that, she said that when they came to the room, she was in the middle of smashing some dude.
Right.
She was in the middle of hooking up with someone. They came to the room and sat around the bed. They finished what they was doing. She topped up all 7.
Yeah.
Her best friend is sitting next to her on the show. Yeah, she did. Nah, she did.
Her friend was like,
She said, yeah, she did.
say their name, say their name.
my
Adam hit her with the, well, what happened with the nut? She said, I swallowed it.
Oh, that's a cut.
Best friend
Damn.
in the corner guy.
This was on Adam 22 show?
Yeah, it was like 2 nights
Hold on.
ago.
We need to get some thoughts up in here.
Right, where are Vegas Angels at? Yo?
Yeah, we're
no,
on Vegas
no
Angels. Fuck Victoria's Secret.
We don't
Where
have
the
no
Vegas
females here.
Angels at, baby?
There's no females here.
So upset. She was so confident with it too. I was just like, your best friend hyping you up and you don't even need it.
That's insane.
I feel like that was her first podcast on live social media, and she probably didn't even realize that there was millions of people
Damn, I
watching.
really said that
Yeah,
shit.
she probably like, cause Adam
Like-
22, he's pretty big, bro. Like,
Yeah, and then she was talking about how like all these she was straight up saying that all rappers are gay, and that's what she stands by. She said
Hey.
she didn't say every
You
single
guys
rapper.
Nah. You're going too far on that one.
Look. You guys obviously don't know no real Vegas Angels out in Vegas. They are proud to be Vegas Angels, and let me tell you.
that
Who
is
said
true.
this
That
girl
is
was
true.
from Vegas though? We didn't say she was.
No. I'm just saying, like when though there are women out there.
Oh,
that
we know there are
proud
women that are proud of their
of
work and
what
what
they
they
do.
do because
Yeah.
they're making good
Oh,
money out of
100%,
it.
100%.
You gotta
No,
give them props
it's,
for
it's
that.
more than just the money. It's
It's what
They
they
just
love.
like
Yes.
doing that.
it's-
Yeah,
It's
no.
a vibe, bro.
I know.
And that's why I
It's
love
a vibe.
Vegas, bro. You know? That's why I love
What do
it.
you mean? Explain that point.
I love Vegas, right? Because we in a city where, you know, if you want to be judged, you better go somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Go to
All right, I get what you-
Utah.
I get what you're saying.
Go to LA, hang out with them Hollywood people. You know
Bro,
what I mean?
LA won't even judge them, not even once either.
Yes, they will.
Nah,
Are you
not
kidding me?
anymore. Maybe like
No.
10 years ago.
10 years
Yeah,
ago.
nah,
they would.
it's kind of.
But now,
They got so
They're
many
kind
wild
of similar.
stories coming
LA
out
and
there on the
Vegas
daily.
kind of have a very similar vibe. I would
that's
say.
Nah, Vegas is man. LA's cool, right?
Nah, Vegas is extra.
But
wild.
Vegas
Vegas is the
is-
only place where you can be kicking it on Trop and Jones, waiting to go to work at 4 a.m. and have a hooker knock on your window.
That's it.
Boy, I was sitting outside getting ready to clock
You're
in.
not
She
wrong
said,
with that.
"Hey, you
You're
want a
not
good
wrong.
time?"
LA
No.
is like GTA offline, and then Vegas is like
Online.
GTA
Yeah,
online.
I like it. I like it.
Say that again. Say that again. Say that
Like you
again.
go to LA and do all your missions or whatever, but you want to come out in Vegas just to fuck around and blow some people up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, GT Online is
Yo.
bruh,
Still running
that's
till
so
this
fun.
day. Man, it's been
I
10
can't
years.
believe it. 10 years, bro.
10 years. Wait, has it been 10
Wait.
years?
It's been longer than that.
For GTA 5, you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
It came out in
Yeah, we're getting to the
2013. didn't
gaming
it?
zone, right? So, LV the plug, right? We're gonna, get all our gamers, together too. We're gonna come with the Twitch account, do the streaming. That's the reason why we brought our boy Brandon over here, right?
Yes, sir.
So that he could represent his gaming status. He's a killer
What's
in Call of Duty, right?
What's the top game you playing right now?
So I feel like the biggest one I've been on lately is either Warzone
for sure.
Playing a lot of that, but I've been playing a lot of Siege too.
Hey, wait, hold up. You play Rainbow Six Siege?
Oh yes, every
Son,
day.
no one's told me this.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know he played.
I'm on that Rainbow, bruh.
No one told you I should have been on here, but here you are now.
You right? We don't talk about that, but anyway, Rainbow Six Siege, bruh.
Oh, every day, bro. I'm waiting for the new season to drop. You know how to bring it,
100%.
right?
Yeah, the fucking from Splinter Cell,
Sam
bro.
Fisher, bro.
So we gotta come up with a little tournament or something, right?
Right.
Something we could definitely push. This
Right. So Warzone is like that in between. When someone says, "Hey, I don't play fucking video games," and then you say, "Hey, do you play Call of Duty?"
Yeah.
I feel like everybody plays Call of Duty.
That's what I'm saying. So everybody listening right now,
I'm not playing Call of Duty. I do play Call of Duty. I just don't play it right now.
You should pass up the mic to Brandon, man.
Everything we doing, right?
You pass it.
Let's-
You really
Time it
pass the
right now.
mic.
Oh,
And
everybody
now-
that's
now he's about
listening,
to play Call of
everybody
Duty.
that's listening, let's go ahead and start. Comment below. Let's get a little tournament going. There's a place that I would definitely want to. Hopefully you
Trying to figure out we can get a spot going there.
Yeah,
It's called
exactly.
Player One.
Yeah.
It's off of Maryland Parkway, and I'm not sure what the other
Sahara.
crossword is. Sahara,
Yeah.
Maryland Parkway and Sahara. It's actually a really dope spot. Got to be 21 and over
Yeah.
to get in.
Obviously.
It's like a
Obviously.
more dedicated, like.
but it's
game.
fun.
Sorry, that's not
Kobe.
obvious, but
Uh,
now we're telling you, obviously.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and plug them in, right? In the hopes of getting a little tournament started over there, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Get
I'm
something
with it.
pushing
Cool.
in that direction because I mean, just pushing the aspect of the game and it's a whole different opportunity and door opening experience.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us.
Play more.
You're coming from the gamer point of view.
Right.
Go ahead, let us know how
Yeah,
important that is, especially in our community. I think the Luxor opened up.
They have the esports arena.
Exactly right.
They opened it up Fortnite season like 6.
Okay,
It was
Yeah?
early. Yeah, it was before Chapter 2 dropped on Fortnite.
is that before the
Oh,
Travis
that's
Scott
the
concert?
beginning.
Yeah, it
Then.
was way before Travis Scott. It was before the end, before the robot, before all that. It was before Mix came out. Is when they dropped the.
So you
esports
play
arena.
Fortnite?
I used to.
Yeah,
I
see-
haven't played it since that point.
Yeah.
But-
See, I played Fortnite when the first 2 seasons came out. When
Yeah.
it first dropped,
And there
it was like that
nothing but
cool
you
thing.
and- yeah, you and guns. That was it. That was all.
Yeah.
And then it just got way
But
too
now
much
it's just
faster.
like, bro, my little brother,
I suck
son,
at it.
shout out to Colin, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, like, I came over and he's just like, we're in like, I think this is like a couple months ago.
Right.
And he's just, like,
Oh, yeah.
bro,
As
just
soon as you
building
take one
building
bullet,
houses,
you got a
building.
whole castle built in 2.5
Yeah, I'm like, I
seconds.
cannot do that.
can't.
Bro, me,
Not
I'm like,
playing enough.
triangle,
Now, if
square,
you jump into Warzone or we jump into Siege, I
Right,
can snap onto somebody and get a kill,
exactly,
but
and
I'm
it's
not
different.
snapping to build. It's not happening.
I don't like
I'm
the
gonna end up
building
with a
aspect.
triangle
I
that
honestly
makes no
don't.
sense.
I don't care about building shit. I just
Nah.
want to shoot people.
Right,
like the
right. If they
high
took
stuff
out the
that's
building
there.
part out of Fortnite, I still wouldn't.
Nah,
I
I
still
think
wouldn't
it's
like it as
about
much as
the
Warzone.
extra.
I
They
just
just put
want
the
to shoot
dragging
people.
mechanism in it.
Bro, I need that UFC game,
Right.
that UFC 4.
Oh, UFC looks solid.
Yo,
Bro,
Yeah,
if
it was pretty good.
anybody want to see me
Tsushima.
whoop their
Yeah.
ass on UFC 4, go ahead and
Cisco
drop a
calling
like,
you out. Cisco's
drop a
calling
con.
you out.
You know what I mean? I'll
Drop
whoop
a like.
everybody's
I might have
ass.
somebody
Drop
for
a-
you to challenge.
Cisco
I
got to
might
call
have
out the
someone for you to
UFC
challenge.
because you know you
Yeah,
can't see
I'll-
nobody in
right.
COD.
Yeah,
Bro, I'll whoop everybody's ass. Even UFC fighters, I don't
No
care.
We'll have to see
shit.
about that because I bust your ass in NBA Jam the other day.
Dang.
Not to call you out, I'm just saying we
And
gonna
you
have
can go ahead
to hit it, bro. That's all.
You can call me out because check this out, right? Everybody know me when they play the 2K, right? Matter of fact, I probably don't win most of the time, but I got heart. I will
That's all you
play
need,
you,
bro.
quit. I will
That's all
play
you
you
need.
even if I'm getting
7-4, I'm not
21.
quitting.
I'll hit threes like I'm about to hit the game winner. I don't care, bro. We're going in.
Right.
He only played with LeBron. He don't ever switch off anything.
That's it.
He said no
That's
fatigue,
it.
LeBron all game.
Lakers,
Never
that's
change
it.
Hey, no, these days I try to go with the Blazers, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Honestly, though,
Buttons fan,
honestly. Son, bro, on 2K, the Blazers ratings are about to shoot through the roof. I know they are,
21
bro.
is going to be disgusting.
Oh,
when
dude,
they come
you
out.
might as well just give them the cover. Give them the cover.
Pretty much.
2K21
They're giving the cover to who?
The new MLB
Kobe.
is going to be crazy with the way
They
the
have to
season
get-
is showing.
That's true.
The
That's
new
true.
NHL is going to be crazy. It's just the worldwide like phenomenon of gaming is just endless. Like there's literally something for everybody at some
Oh,
point.
yes.
No matter what you are, you can find a game that you are. Like,
Yeah, and I will
I
say
have-
though, I've never been a 2K fan, but Papa, my cousin, he was showing us like
Yeah,
the 2K,
hey, I
2K20.
downloaded it
Yo,
for free.
that shit is
Yeah,
actually
PlayStation,
dope.
yeah.
Like I didn't used to like them
I,
because
I,
you know what I'm
you know
saying?
what? I did not know that they do that every year when they bring out the new one. They
Right.
always
They
put the
make the
old
old one
one
free. every
Yeah.
year.
free for
Yeah.
yeah.
That's-
And you can like
Yeah.
make your character like custom. Use the camera to like put your face on it. You create a whole lot of. You could play 5-on-5 with your homies, like have 5 homies on the same team.
Yo,
I didn't know you could do that.
every day with our cousins.
Yeah,
in
go to the
Florida.
park. Yeah,
Every
bro.
day with our
I
cousins
was
in
not
Florida.
aware you could fucking do that, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're coast to coast with it. We got cousins from from Cali
Everywhere.
all the way to Florida to New York.
Right.
What's
you got
poppin'?
everybody.
Everywhere,
My transparent
Georgia.
self got the country cover, so it's all good.
Hello.
Hey, there you go.
You know,
There
we
you go.
we covering all aspects of the community.
Yes, sir.
Come and touch in with the LV, the plug. You
Bring it
know,
together, man. We don't do the separation.
That's
we
right.
we don't care about nothing except
Brandon
for
known
bringing
y'all for
everybody
like
together.
10 years.
Right.
I know.
That's my boy.
He's known
Shoot.
the past 10 years. It's the
That's my
past
boy.
10 years he's known us.
What is it? 2009, 2010?
That's over 10, bro.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Damn.
Because I
Okay.
met.
So check this out, guys. Check this out, right? We're doing this podcast, right?
Okay.
But we're not just a podcast, you know. We're gonna go into different aspects. We're gonna find the comedians. We're gonna give, everybody a outlet if they want to have an avenue, if you know what I mean. That's all that. Boom, boom, bada.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Let's get it.
Why not?
Every avenue.
And then on top of that, right? So if we get, more subscribers and everything, I know you guys want to see our faces. I know you do. Am I lying?
For a full feature. Yeah.
Exactly, right? I got the gold chain swinging.
This guy.
Gold chain
Cisco's a
swing.
comedian.
You know how it rolls around here.
Speaking of whole comedians over here in the corner,
Bro, I got
Right.
a whole 3 minutes ready to go.
I bet you do.
Stand up and all. Do you guys want to give it to you?
All right, we can end on that.
Do you want me to?
Let's get it.
Hello.
I got some shit I can spit too.
Okay, go
All right,
ahead.
let's hear it, let's hear it,
Go
let's
ahead,
hear it.
Go ahead, Sean, because I was just
We'll do
bullshitting.
you. We'll put this all. Hey, we'll put this all in one clip. We you Ja Ruse and we'll get Cisco on it.
Oh,
Let's
I
get
just
it.
Gotta kill.
Okay, this is going to be my first introduction to the whole thing. My name is Cisco, LV. And that's the joke. Hello.
This guy. I thought you had some, boy.
No, I didn't. I'm not. Look, I got to work on this still. I got to work on it.
That's fair, that's fair.
Working on the material.
That's
I'm like Eminem in that 8 Mile scene. Choke, choke, choke,
Ooh,
choke. Go
mom
ahead.
spaghetti, mom spaghetti all over your shit.
Mom
huh?
spaghetti.
All over
Damn,
me.
bro.
Yeah,
damn.
It's all right,
I
though.
got vomit on my shirt already. Mom spaghetti.
Hey,
Or
it's
even
coming,
gets
though.
on the stage, huh?
I'm gonna cap on everybody that disrespected me.
He said we'll come back just like B-Rabbit. Watch.
Right, B Rabbit.
Cisco
Come on, that's-
gone-
hey,
Cisco
what about that
gone
name,
through and
though,
say,
man?
I'm a piece of brown trash and I say it proudly. Damn, go hard.
Hold on.
Right, leave some for me, bro. I gotta say something.
Yeah, let me spit some hard bars.
Hey, hold on. If you do drop a little beat, though, I might hit a freestyle.
I'm not out here killing niggas, yo. Yo.
That's what I do in the rap game. No.
But by the way, we are playing COD while we're over here doing this podcast. And,
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
That's what we on. We're gonna get the Twitch streamer soon.
I was getting my ass whipped on Warzone because
We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure where we fit in.
It's cool.
Right.
You know, when you bring a guy like over here, like Brandon, he's over here killing the game.
The big
Trying
words,
to,
yo,
trying to show us what's up.
all my domain.
shout out Lil
Okay.
Mez. He's gonna try to come for the W. You know he is.
You know
Oh
better.
snap!
We need a,
better.
you know, Mariano. He tried to come for the W. Hey, we saying Brandon's the greatest,
We
but
can run COD. We can run Siege.
You hear that? You hear that?
I really want to
I'm
play
not
you in Siege.
worried.
I really want to play you in Siege.
come on,
It's okay.
go
Just
get it.
understand, I want no hard feelings after the match, bro.
Yeah, we do shoot. We do shooter
You
games.
get me on
we
that
do-
quick scope, bro.
The regular aces.
Son, I'll kill you with Cav, bro. You won't even see my ass
That's
coming.
fine. I'm just gonna shoot
Whatever.
you with Sophia. Casual.
Okay, all right.
Anybody that wants it in the 2K, the UFC, the
y'all
Call
can
of
do all
Duty,
those.
come
Y'all
get
can
at
do
the
all those.
plug, right?
Yo. Holla at me on COD if you want to do if you want to play Warzone. If you want PS4, the name's Ja Ruslem, JAHRUZLEM. You know what it is. I'm gonna come give y'all some dubs. Also, if you want to get your ass whooped on Smash Bros.
Hey, that's we can actually play that tonight. Actually, to be honest, because we go 4 controllers.
Is it right?
Yeah, it's still here. We can play
Hey,
that.
shit, we got all the
We gotta get on
controllers.
that.
Everybody about to get smashed on Smash.
Yeah, we're gonna jump back to the old days and whoop everybody's ass with Mario.
These new consoles.
Right.
Yes.
Yup.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing we gotta talk about too. We getting on that actually. The new consoles.
Oh yeah, because November is right around the corner. That's what
PS5 versus Xbox.
I got
Xbox. Wait. What's it called? Xbox what?
Xbox Series X.
That's why. That's how you know I ain't gonna get that.
See,
I don't even
my
know the
thing
damn
is
name.
Which one's cheaper?
No one's put out a price point.
What do you think it's gonna be?
They're all waiting for each other.
I think they're gonna be
It's
equal.
gonna be.
I think it's gonna be equal.
at least
It might be like a $50 difference.
no less than $6.99. No.
Oh, you tripping on that, bro?
$4.99 or less.
You're gonna lose so many.
$7.99.
No,
Yeah,
$4.99
for
or
facts.
less.
No, $4.99 or less. Yeah, no, 100%.
Bro.
I think at max it's gonna be
You think
$4.99. I think it's gonna be like $3.50, $3.99. That's what I think.
I feel like
I don't think it'll be more than 400. I really
I
don't.
really feel like they might push $4.99, bro.
They might. That's
They
fine.
might.
They do.
On
Yeah, that's what I was
Xbox,
thinking,
I
$5.
think
At least
Xbox has
$4.99.
always been higher price than the
It's
PS,
usually
right?
like a $50 to $100 difference.
So I think if what you're saying is right, then the Xbox will be maybe 500. The
We're
PS4
probably
will be
on price
400.
point.
I mean,
Think
PS5
about
will be
it.
400.
Think about it. This is a professional gaming system for some people, right? An iPhone costs $1,100 fucking dollars, bro.
That's different, though.
No, it's not.
Yes,
It's
it is.
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Because
not.
everyone has to have an iPhone. I mean, not an iPhone, but a phone. Everyone has to have a phone.
That's a demand.
Not everyone has to have a console.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
They
that's
have to put
our
the price
new.
point out
That's the
because
new
a lot of
normal.
their-
Everybody
You
has
can
a
do so much more, bro.
Professional gaming is a
My phone
majority
can
on
play
PC.
video games on it too. with
Professional
the
gaming is a
graphics
majority
now.
on PC.
Right.
Phone
So
gaming is not the
PC,
biggest
okay,
thing.
100%. So
so-
PC is when you get that price.
That's why you
Okay,
get
when you
a
get
graphics
that.
card
True.
for
Okay, so
$600, not a PC.
fair enough. They might have a lower price. They'll probably have like
They
you
have
said,
to push
like
it out for the
like
soccer
four,
moms and the working
That's what I'm
dads.
saying. You're not.
$3.99 or
They want it in.
$4.99,
They don't make their money off the
that
console. They
won't-
make it off the
yeah,
games.
That'll be the lowest cost option.
There
but
is
they
funny thing. There is talks. The games are going to go back up to the original price point they are. So just curious question. Yeah, I'm a
Wait,
nerd.
what do you mean?
No. I worked at GameStop, so I'm a super nerd. I just want everybody to know that. I spent a lot of time in the marketing side of GameStop. What do y'all think, just based off what you know about gaming? What was the original pricing for games?
$30.
Yeah, something like that.
No, it was not. It was
wasn't
50. It was
It wasn't.
50.
No,
Wrong.
it wasn't 60. Was it
$50, bro.
higher than that?
Anywhere between $80 to $100 per game.
Yeah, but
Do you
okay,
wanna
but
know
that was
why?
without the DLCs and
No,
bullshit,
that
right?
was with the DLC because when a game was produced back in the day, it was the full game.
You're right. You're 100% right.
Now
You're
we
100%
get
right.
pieces that get pushed out, and then we buy DLC packs for COD.
Oh, okay.
And,
So
and then they
Season passes,
end up getting
battle
more
passes.
money too.
Then we end up spending 140, 150. So there's actually
Yeah,
talks
I didn't
between
know that.
Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo to push the price point back up to what it was, so they can take more time developing the games, which means we're going to have smoother developed games, better put down on the
Right, so we're not getting the
servers.
fucking updates like every
Yes.
so often
Call
with
of
all the
Duty- Call of
bugs
Duty
and
has
stuff.
had to push out a 400 gig update to reduce the file size of a 200 gig game.
is that
It's
why when I tried to
ridiculous.
play the other
Yes.
day, it was updating
Yes.
for like 2-3 days?
Yes, bro. Yes.
Every day I was
Yes.
trying to play this shit.
100%,
And,
yes.
you know,
I feel
was
it takes a
like,
long
what the
time.
fuck?
For me, the last update, I was trying to play, right? Downloaded it,
Mm-hmm.
and then it took me longer to copy it
than it did
than to
to
actually
install.
download, and I was really pissed off about
Oh
that.
yeah,
actually.
absolutely, and that's where they get you. That's why the price points are so different. And with them talking about it, it's going to be insane. And with this console war that's coming, it's going to be just disgusting for the market.
There you go, my gamers. Speak that shit.
Say it again. I have to be the most controversial at this point in life because I can honestly say the differences in specs as far as physical and network capabilities and device software and device hardware is very minimal.
Okay, can I ask
The
you?
difference you're saying? The
Between
difference is minimal.
PS5 and Xbox Series X, the difference is very minimal.
That's why-
They're each running their own custom Radeon graphics card. They're each running around the same processing speed. They're each running around.
See,
the
I
same
think
RAM
what the
gigabytes.
difference is the not compatibility. That's the wrong word.
The
It's
com-
the user software. You know what I'm trying to say?
the interface.
The interface.
I
That's
think
the main
biggest,
difference.
The biggest differences are the interfaces because people are more comfortable with certain interfaces. The controller size. Is
That
a
too,
Big,
yeah.
big
Yeah.
demographic for people.
Well, they're
and the
switching it
games.
up.
So Xbox is a majority of exclusives for multiplayer. Gears, Halo, all of the Xbox
True,
versions. The
true.
indie games that they get. Grounded just came out, which is a phenomenal game that's multiplayer. PlayStation is more single player.
Oh,
That is
Tsushima,
true.
God
You got
of
Spider-Man.
War,
You got
Spider-Man.
Horizon Zero Dawn was a good
Yes.
one. That
All
yeah.
of these Last of Us 2, Academy Award-winning games, single-player games, games of the year, single-player games.
Yeah, you're right on that. And you know what's crazy is I prefer the PS, but I
What
don't
was the
like
game
single player
that,
games.
That just came out with the Norman Reedus.
have you guys seen? Go ahead.
I forget what the game's called, but it's with Norman Reedus. Death Stranding. Death
Oh,
Stranding.
yeah,
came out
yeah,
years ago.
yeah.
2.5 years later, almost, or around 2 years later, I believe is at this point. PC got it. Blew the game up completely. Halo, the Master Chief Collection, just recently came out on PC. Blew the game up. Do you know the difference in the market value? If Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, and Steam stop butting heads like a bunch of 12-year-olds, it just comes down to politics and money. If they were to combine what they could and market themselves together, yes, they can have their exclusives, absolutely. But if they were to market themselves together, it would be the most independent market that would beat out stocks. It would beat out commercial business. It would beat out whatever we needed to beat out. Gaming would be the number one.
Yeah, but
industry
the only problem with that is you're taking out the fighting is what gives us the better games.
But they
you know what I'm
can keep their
saying?
exclusiveness, and that would still cause the tension. But as far as the cross compatibility,
Oh,
every game that they've made cross-play,
yeah, every game should be like
blow
that.
up.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Again, if they would have stopped butting heads on the cross-platform games that make it simple to actually be cross-platform,
Well,
they would make it way better.
they started. I mean, you got
Modern
Call of
Warfare.
Duty, yeah, Modern
Yeah.
Warfare. That was like that's a big step. That's a big
games that are
step.
huge in the actual pro gaming world, like Apex, PUBG, stuff like that are just barely starting to push towards it. PUBG just barely, like 2 months ago, got cross-platform. How long is PUBG? PUBG's one of the original
Yeah,
battle
they've been
royales.
around for a while.
You know what's crazy is my buddy, right? I don't know his gamer tag. He's like fucking top like 20 on that game. Isn't that crazy?
That's
and
wild.
he's willing to stream with us. That's the reason why I'm trying to hook you up with him, so that you guys can come together on a shooter game or whatever that you guys want to Twitch.
It would give us content to watch while everybody, including myself, would be sitting here, obviously, and being on the mic and stuff like that. We'd get it set up a little bit different, but it would give me the opportunity to sit back and interact with people in the gaming world who aren't into the same stuff. And like we said earlier, with the pursuing different openings and avenues for the podcast, it's not just about being a podcast. It's about including a bunch of different communities into one solid.
Oh,
Exactly,
100%.
and that's the reason,
goal. That's
and
the
that
goal.
is the reason why we brought you on today, because you're not here to to talk about what we're talking about. You're here to talk about what you're here to talk about, which is what do you represent? The gaming community.
It's 100% gaming. Like that's a majority of my life. If I would have taken the time when I was younger and gotten a PC instead of getting on the consoles, who knows where I'd be? Because I know that I'm decent and I can talk and be cocky as shit, because I know that when it comes to whatever crunch time,
You're
I can
actually
back
good.
it up.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I got on after a grave shift right before I went to sleep. I think it was right after I actually hit up Old Dirty. And we were sitting there and we're chopping it up or whatever, and I'm playing the game. I was just, all right, let's just run one. I jumped in, I dropped 12 kills. Neither one of my teammates got above 3.
See, that's dope, right?
Crazy.
So don't put no disrespect on the name over here. We gamers, bro. Over here, my
Yes.
boy's a gamer. We're gonna tap into you guys' community too. That's why we're the plug. We're trying to plug you guys up to just different avenues to to be a part of.
Right.
So one day, we'll have our tournaments going, and if you guys want to join in, we're gonna have a prize, cash prize. Hopefully, we could team up with our boys over at where?
Player one.
Yep, and then get it going. And we're doing everything. We're doing food, music, right? Gaming, fashion. Dirty got his own clothing line and stuff like that. Go ahead, represent your shit real quick.
I'm actually in the process of making new designs. Well, they're not new; they're revamped ones. So I'm doing at the process right now.
Cool. And then we also got Sean. What do you do, Sean? You do the graphic design and all that, right?
I do graphics. I do web. I do.
How do we get our logo, bro?
So what?
I said, who did our logo?
Oh, I did.
Right? Shout out your business. What do you do?
Oh yeah, I do graphic design, as well as I have a web design company with a friend of mine. We're actually working on we're in the process of starting a self-serve website company. So I'll get back to you folks on that. You know how it goes and whatnot. But what's up with you though, Cisco?
I'm just in the process of just trying to get a service business going, right? So basically, if you guys ever need commercial or residential work for garage doors, definitely Cisco LV shop me out,
Hit 'em
and
up.
maybe I could send somebody to your door.
Guarantee.
There you go. There you go.
And we beat all the prices, so go ahead and we're like Walmart, we're like Best Buy. Go ahead and price match,
Facts.
All right, for sure. Damn, today's been pretty eventful, I'd say.
Oh damn, we don't got no time for more.
No, what you want? We got
We
time.
gotta talk about that Cat
Yeah,
Williams
we have
commercial,
time.
man.
All right, go for it. Go
Man,
for it.
Yeah,
okay,
we-
I haven't
we
really
got
watched the commercial, but I have my full speculations about it.
I have watched it, so go ahead.
Well, actually, get your take on it because you've watched it.
So I watched it, right?
Wait, explain what it is first, because
Yeah,
people
explain.
probably don't have no clue what we're talking about.
Okay, so Cat Williams came out with like a Supreme commercial, basically
To
like a
me, it's-
monologue,
yes.
like a monologue comedian kind of thing.
Looking like 6ix9ine.
Yeah, looking like 6ix9ine. I didn't understand it. I mean, I understand what he was saying, but like the whole dressing up like 6ix9ine and everything, like
I think he was trying to clown on him because he's a comedian.
no, yeah, he's trying to clown on him, but
Yeah.
like for me, I don't know if that was the right move for Cat Williams. This dude came out.
I feel like it's the right move for Cat Williams.
Why?
because
Why?
Have y'all been following Cat Williams the past 2 years?
Honestly,
Exactly.
no, because I don't think he's that funny anymore.
You need to. Besides his comedian wise,
He's
his
doing-
acting wise, he's doing decent. Like he actually got an award for based off of one part in Atlanta's season 2's first episode.
Oh wait, I watched that.
He
Wait,
got an award off of
remind
that.
me his part.
He was Ern's uncle.
Oh my god.
He was the alligator man.
Oh my god, how did I not put that together?
And
dude?
that was like the
that was
first
that was a
time-
funny episode. Yeah,
If
yeah.
you notice, that was the first time he came.
He got an
back.
award for that.
Some sort. Yeah, he was like nominated for it. And that's
Okay, that's
when
pretty
was the
good.
last time you seen Cat Williams nominated for something?
no, bro.
And
you know what
something
I
else
think?
also. Sorry, when I went to go see Wild 'N Out 2 years ago, around was it around Christmas or something in 2018, and they were doing their tour. They came out here in Vegas. I went to go see them. They brought out Cat Williams. He had an award in his hand that he just won, and he was just. This was around the time he was beefing with Kevin Hart, and since that day, I kind of realized like maybe Cat Williams is kind of coming back. Like
Okay.
A lot of
Well, I
people
haven't
ain't
been on
gonna
him,
It
so
was
yeah.
an Emmy.
Yeah.
It was a
and
Oh, he won an Emmy.
yeah
yeah, it was
For
amazing.
what?
for Atlanta.
For Atlanta.
He was nominated and won that.
Best
Yes.
comedy series guest actor.
Wow, I
You
didn't
know
even
what
know
I-
that was a. I
And
didn't
that
even
was
know
the
that was an
only
option.
episode he
Comedy
was in.
series guest
The
action.
only
Thank you,
episode
Brandon.
he was in, and it was a good ass episode.
You
It
know
was
what I
a good
think he should
episode.
do?
Fact
That
checker.
show,
We got
just
the
in
fact
general,
checker.
was good.
It was
Atlanta,
amazing.
if you haven't watched it, check it out. It's on Hulu right now.
Please.
I recommend
Got two
Donald
seasons. It's
Glover.
really good. Donald
Look,
Glover.
Donald Glover is amazing. He is such a great addition to our generation.
Yes.
Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
As an actor, as a musician, and as a producer director, like Atlanta, and as a writer, the guy's amazing.
He's one of the first men who put our culture, who made our culture recognized on mainstream based off of his TV show. All
Yes.
the jokes about
Yeah,
the
on
culture
what was
and all
that?
that.
Was that part? Was that the Community or?
Community is a really good show. I
Community
just
was a
recently
good
watched
show.
that. It's really good.
That was also like that. I think he
That's
wrote.
what's
I think
got
Donald
him
Glover
big.
wrote on that show.
No,
also.
he
wrote on 30 Rock.
Yeah, he wrote,
He
on
wrote on
30
30
Rock.
Rock, but he was also good in Community. But Atlanta, it's a very cultural show.
Yes.
It's
I
extremely.
think what's so good is that it's grounded and it
Very
just
grounded.
feels so real.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It feels like that's a real town. That's a real rapper. That's really what would happen in those
Oh,
circumstances.
absolutely, and it's that real like that actually down home like that makes you feel like you're a part of what they were actually going through, what they've been through,
Right.
seeing stuff.
So
like that.
relatable, too.
So relatable.
Yeah.
man.
What's
And
this show
what's funny
called?
is, like, it's
Atlanta.
called Atlanta.
Atlanta.
So there's another. I don't know if we are. Obviously, I hope we all know who Dave, like Lil Dicky is. Right?
Of course.
Oh.
What is it called,
Hi,
Dave?
Yeah, Dave.
No, I haven't had a chance to
Dave.
watch that. Is
Hi,
that
I'm
good?
Dave.
So
Hi, I'm
it's
Dave.
so
Is it
real,
like Atlanta?
No.
grounded?
No,
like,
it
down
is.
to earth.
It is legitimately like a legit sitcom about about Dickie's actual life and how I'm saying it's
Going to the studio
they're like
and
he
stuff.
it's
Okay,
hilarious. It's
I was holding off,
hilarious.
but now I'm
no,
gonna check it
don't
out.
hold
Absolutely
off. Go
worth it.
watch it.
He's building himself up to become somebody in the rap game. To be
Yo.
honest.
Absolutely.
You know, he's been
To be
doing
one of a
fantastic.
kind.
Lil Dicky has been doing because I was not expecting him to be that great of an actor.
Did you?
Lil Dicky,
I
is
kind of did just because his personality.
Did you guys know
Yeah.
what his job was before he started rapping?
No, what was it?
He was he did something for the NBA, like he was doing commercials for them or something like that. But he was working for
was in
NBA,
marketing, wasn't
for NBA.
Really?
Yeah,
He
way
was-
before he started rapping.
That's a
and stuff.
big switch up.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
huge.
tuned into every
He's
NBA
tuned in.
star wants to
That's
be a
another
rapper.
way.
No,
No, that's a great way to get into if you're a musician or something, but you have a job that's close, that's like into the entertainment. Push your way through. Push your way through.
Well, he's already. Plus,
You're
he's
already
in
halfway
marketing,
there.
yeah.
You're just at the you have a different material for what you're working for. You just gotta. There's somebody out there that obviously that knew somebody in the different entertainment that he was working with. Maybe
Right.
I don't know. This is speculations. He probably heard what he can do, and he went with it. Yeah, that's
Well,
probably
no,
what
he
happened.
taught everything that he did was in that one that was called Professional. with Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
No,
yeah.
that's literally what. Yeah, that's literally what it is.
That was
Yeah, he walked up in the Snoop Dogg's office. Like that's legit. Yeah.
To Lil Dicky, as soon as I seen that, I was like, this.
No.
Not just that. Like me, I'm into anime, so it's like as soon as I seen the animation, I appreciate that because I draw, I illustrate. That's something that I do.
Well, I mean, on top of that, you know what the craziest thing is his rap is so unique that he actually had his alternate persona, which he basically played the part of his own brain.
He did.
And he has an album under Brain as an independent.
Well, what's the
artist.
song
Not
called?
as-
Where the little brain is hopping out? Is that what you're talking about?
Pillow Talk.
Is that what you're talking about?
So no, he has an actual album with that being the main
album and
artist,
video.
and Little Dicky being featured on it.
Shout out.
What? Okay, that's
Bro,
kind of
it's
that's
the
cool.
coldest, most random music. He has club bangers. He has regular
does.
heat.
That's shit I
It's
like.
wild.
That's the type
Yes.
of like artist. That's
Stuff like when artists do stuff like that, that's different, and that's what I like. Kind
Right.
of. I've never listened to it, but I probably will listen to it one day. Like it, but
100%.
when a rapper goes out, they show and do a different persona. Like Tyler the Creator, when he made Igor,
Yeah.
that's not Tyler, that's Igor. If you listen to the whole album, it's a story.
But why do they do this, right? So
Oh,
when Tyler the
this-
Creator comes out and does his ultra
Yo.
personality,
Yeah.
and then when Lil Dicky does it, why do they call him a culture vulture though?
Who Lil
Lil
Dicky?
Dicky?
Yeah, why do
Obviously,
they do that?
okay.
Isn't that
the
a race
reason
thing?
why it's a race
yeah, like,
thing.
why?
People are hating on him. People are hating
Yeah,
on him.
well,
It's the same thing to
here's
Eminem.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing: they're going to do it regardless because he's number one. He's a great rapper. It's the same with Eminem. He's a fantastic rapper, and like we legit cannot say that he sucks.
He's about to say something.
At properly, representing the culture because he can do so in the way that hip hop was supposed to be represented with actual lyricism and words and rhymes, and still have cool party songs, have songs people can go
Right.
have fun to because that's what hip hop's about. It's about spreading the word and enjoying ourselves when it's time to enjoy
100%.
ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, after you have a long day of work or whatever, you just want to go home and relax, listen to some music, or go party and go have a good time.
Go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
On a huge
Hold on. He's coming from the white boy, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So,
Perspective.
I mean, you're growing up the whole life, you get the Eminem comparisons, and he struggled out, and he made it this, and he made it that. Like, don't get me wrong, Eminem's top 5 for pretty much anybody with a common sense. The fact that Snoop Dogg went out of pocket and said that he wasn't top 5, like, I get where he's coming from, though.
Yeah.
I have to, because Eminem made it to where he was, and it was the most valid point he's ever said in his life. Is Eminem made it to where he was because of Dre. If
That's
Dre
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
his marketing manager, Eminem would just be another white boy
Do you
rapper
think
that
so?
was up and
You
coming.
You don't think he could have done it
No.
at all by himself?
150%.
The beats make a
If
big
Dre- not
difference,
even
especially
just
at
the
that
beats.
No,
time.
you're right.
Especially at that time
Yeah, when
he came out.
There was more emphasis on that.
N-
Yeah.
Not only that, where he was living in his living state and all that, it like he wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah, he had what? He had Kanye from right? No, Kanye's.
Well,
Well, I'm just saying, like Kanye from Chicago, right?
yeah, he's from Chicago.
You get what I'm saying? So he had all these big artists
Well,
coming out.
Yeah,
then again,
around the same time. But Eminem did have D12. Those were his
Okay,
boys.
he
That's
did.
who he
I
was.
forgot about that,
Well,
too.
after he was already like
No.
you know what I'm saying?
Those are his friends before he was.
Yeah, but
big.
I'm saying that they only got the clout off of him.
Oh, yeah,
Now,
yeah,
do you
yeah.
think? Okay, so on
Hey,
that
check
same
this
note,
out. Before that, right? So you go ahead and say what you're gonna say, but dude, how crazy is it that Eminem discovered 50?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Wild.
That's pretty crazy.
That's fucking crazy because right now 50 is like a fucking empire, bro. He's into production. He's into
Everything.
music,
He's
Bro, he has
a
his own
smart man.
TV show.
alcohol,
He's a smart
like
man.
everything.
Okay, now
Fantastic.
back to the question I was going to ask real quick was on that same note, if Dr. Dre didn't find Eminem, say someone else found Eminem,
He wouldn't have made it as far
you
as
don't
he
think
did.
so?
It wouldn't have been the
Hands down.
same.
His lyricism is fantastic,
Yo,
and I give it to
yo.
him 100%. But without Dre's marketing
Son,
knowledge,
if anyone,
Any other rapper?
if any,
Who else can
no,
market
no,
like Dre?
it's not about rappers. It's producers. If any other producer on the East Coast or Midwest would have found,
Who else do we have?
Oh
we
yeah,
have,
at
we
that
have,
time.
we have Timbaland. We have
E40, E40
Beats.
Hear me out though. Hear me out though.
But that's
What
a
if-
different-
hear me
Bay
out.
Area.
hey,
Hear me out. What if Birdman found Eminem?
That's a hey, come
it would
on
just
now.
end up as a whole nother Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
song.
no, he would have
It
ended
wouldn't
up
be
like
no
6
different than
9
Lil Wayne. Nah, he would have ended up exactly like Lil Wayne, where he
6ix9ine.
can't release his own music because
Yeah, he
Birdman
would have.
has so much say in it.
He would have been in low.
And it would have been unfortunate because yes, Eminem has the talent. Eminem's fantastic, but it's not just Dre's production that made him. It's his marketing. It all comes down to his marketing. Dre's marketing value is way more on a higher
Bro,
scale and a higher tax
And I
rate.
think that's-
Just from
I think that's-
NWA
yeah.
alone.
Then
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Jay-Z, then Diddy.
Well, they were the
then
start. They
anybody.
were the start. Yeah. We all saw
I
Straight
love
Outta
it.
Compton.
Hey,
No,
Yeah.
yo,
I
Diddy,
love that
Diddy
my-
might have been the only other person, maybe,
Nope, I don't think so.
maybe.
Because Diddy wouldn't
No.
have worked with Eminem and his personality.
I
This
love
is
this.
true,
I love
but
this.
This is true, but I'm just
Diddy was
saying,
into,
just
like,
just
more- He might
have
theoretically
been able
speaking,
to.
theoretically speaking, Diddy might have, and this is only a sliver of a chance.
Yeah, he might have had the
'Cause,
skill, but he wouldn't have the patience.
Maybe.
Yo, Dr. Dre's beats were perfect for Eminem's voice. Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like,
Can't
bro,
stop
if you think
finding
He's
about
just
it,
one of the best, to be honest, to make beats.
Yeah,
He's just one
like
of the best.
the
Metro
certain
Boomin back then.
the certain samples that Dr. Dre had chose and handpicked for
Right.
Marshall Mathers and Eminem, Slim Shady, all that, bro.
Hey, I got a quick question. Right? So, coming out of Vegas and all this other stuff, right? We got Dizzy Wright, right?
Yeah, we got Dizzy Wright.
We got Dizzy Wright, and then we got Neo, basically, right?
Neo, I don't
It's-
even like claiming Neo because he don't really claim Vegas like
Yeah,
that.
is Sweetie?
So Weedy?
Yes, yeah. Is she
I don't
from? Is she
know.
from Vegas?
What?
Is she?
Who?
I don't think she's from Vegas.
No, is she like repping Vegas?
She might be, but I don't think she's from Vegas. I'm not sure. I can't fact that. to be
Okay,
honest
but
with you.
okay. So what I'm saying, right? So what I'm trying to come to is, right? What would you guys respect as a Vegas artist coming out of Vegas? Like, would
I
you guys
mean,
respect like that hip hop or that trap
I
stuff?
know some Vegas artists. Like, so for me, like, there's this cat named Mike Xavier, but he's super conscious. He's super hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Like J. Cole.
But
Kinda-
he's like a Kendrick J. Cole mixture
And then,
for
like,
me. But
I know Sam King. Sam King's a local Vegas artist out here, but he went from rap and now he's actually working with people like Excision and
I know
Snails
Sam
and
King.
Zomboy.
He's like pop, right?
No, he's
No,
turned into
no, no.
EDM and dubstep.
yeah, he's in
He's a
dubstep.
feature
Yeah,
Really?
trap
Yeah.
EDM.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what kind of artists do you guys want to come out of Vegas? Do you guys want a trap artist, an EDC artist, a pop artist?
To be real.
like who would represent the
To be-
Vegas culture?
I got
more?
something. To be real, trap.
Trap. That's what I'm
Because
saying.
you want to know why?
Yes.
Vegas, when we were growing up, 23-year-olds, 22, 21,
Uh-huh.
when we was in high school, what was the only music
Drill, bro. Drill music.
playing? And
Chicago
what kept
trap.
those music playing till 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning? Trap music.
Exactly.
That's
Just-
true.
And if you went to the east side of Vegas,
Right.
west side of Vegas,
It was
north
the
side
same
of Vegas, they played the same exact trap music anywhere.
It
And
was
those
the same
trap
party
musics was
songs,
from
everything.
either Chicago or California or somewhere else.
Hey, I'm gonna shout out somebody right now that, like, you know what I mean, coming up, just as far as being, a Vegas kid and everything. There's this one group of people that I feel like got the whole game on lock. It's called Dirty Lungs. You know what I mean? Yeah. I played a couple songs. My boy Daytwan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I remember, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. I went to high school with him.
We can play this song right now. so.
Yeah, homeboy got some hits, and his whole team, bro, their producer,
the
all that,
crazy
bro.
thing is-
And I'm speaking directly from just being a fan.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm not.
absolutely,
right.
absolutely.
I'm just being a fan, right?
So I feel like the craziest thing with Vegas is that like it opens up doors for people like that, like groups. It allows you to express yourself when you go music. You can go any direction, and like you said, it's a really good question to ask. Like, what type of music do you want to come out of Vegas?
I think trap, bro. I think trap
I
is
feel
where
like
we're
you can
at.
go anywhere though.
It can go
really
anywhere
can.
also.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Mainly,
say
feel like
that.
trap-
I want something different.
Cisco,
What would you want?
they got their music on YouTube.
I mean, bro, like I'm speaking directly, like being a fan,
Like,
So
no other man.
I was-
he goes by
Bro,
Dizzy, De La
I-
Phantom, right? And then his whole squad, like his producer. If you look up his songs on SoundCloud, like if you go and just research his producer,
Yeah.
anything he produces is like, bro, that shit is pretty dope.
You know what I want?
What's his name?
I
What's his name
want
again?
you know how like Chris Brown used to be.
Let's do,
Hold on.
Yeah. Put it in.
All right, cool.
So you know how Chris Brown used to be like kind of more of like a
I hate
singing
switch.
nigga. He was a singing
I hate
nigga.
switch. I
Then
like
he
R&B
switched
Chris
to.
Brown.
You don't?
I liked R&B Chris Brown.
Oh, okay.
I liked like Excuse Me Miss, and I liked.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Forever,
yeah.
And I liked.
And then he switched, but then he went started rapping more. He started rapping more,
Yes.
but now I think he's.
About 10 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
But now he's kind of like doing both. I feel like that's what I want. That's what I want.
Alright, so mix.
Hey,
Someone who could do both.
So the
like a
artist
Drake.
right here that we're gonna shout out the first time for LV the plug, right, is gonna be De La Phantom, right? So, this is a Vegas dude, right? He on his SoundCloud has 194K, bro.
194,000.
Yeah,
He working it.
194,000, bro. I don't know where
Followers?
when his new music's gonna come out or anything, but You know, he has a mixtape, older mixtape on SoundCloud.
Play one song, man. We can play it on here right now, bro.
All right, go ahead, go.
Play it.
Oh, just press play.
Yeah. The power's in your hand.
Like, just listen to the production on this.
Dirty. Riding with the gang, I ain't never had a motherfucking break. See me in your state, I could take a pound, turn it to a half ounce, all in the same day. Yeah, I'm smoking on grapes. I was 16 with a 16 sitting on 60. I saw 100,000, there I turned 17. Now I'm trying to make 100 million off a penny, so I'm back in this bitch like a jacket and shit. Stacking my chips, my new bitch packing a stick with Pamela tits. She Anderson thick with a camel on a camel again. She keep a hammer by a sandal just to handle a bitch. She move weight. I ain't never seen a nigga make it out the town, come back, hold the whole city down for a minute. 36 souls in my kitchen, flipping straight birds, no pigeons. I'm whipping in the kitchen, yeah, my wrist hurt. Wrist. Yeah, I'm whipping in the kitchen, yeah, my wrist hurt. Yeah, I'm whipping in the kitchen, yeah, my better not hear him talking again. 22 shots in his crib, 2 Glocks in the whip. I'ma give my mama a break, nigga. Give my mama a break, nigga. Yo, I was always focused on the big prize. Skinny nigga taking fades with the big guys. 14 taught a homie take a pig down. 2 slugs to a cop, make a pig fly. And mama said I smoke too much. I told her once I don't smoke enough. I rolled 4 blunts, my lungs caught the cobra clutch. I showed up slumped and loaded like a soldier's gun and hot as Folgers cups. You ain't never met a nigga like me. See, I was 15 with a 15 and a 6-piece flip, Greenville, big speed, getting 6 each, bitch. See, all I ever wanted was a piece of mind. Get the pie, split it up, have a piece of mind. Sitting in the sauna, I'ma have to smoke a split first. Said I'm whipping in the kitchen, yeah, my wrist hurt. Wrist. I'm whipping in the kitchen, yeah, my wrist hurt. Wrist. I'm whipping in the kitchen, yeah, my wrist hurt. Better not hear him talking again. 22 shots in his crib, 2 Glocks in the whip.
But yeah, you know, that's what you got right there. What you guys feeling? You feeling it?
That was pretty hard. And you know what? I kind of like that because
what I love about this track right here is strictly Vegas produced. You know,
that's what's up.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Well, what I like is that you can actually hear every single word that he's saying, and that it's not like one of these like new generation rap. Now, don't get me wrong.
Rapping, yeah, there's no wrong with it.
They have some good songs, you know what I'm saying?
They do.
But I'm kind of getting tired of it, you know?
I listen to the songs because the beats be fire.
Yeah.
And
sometimes it is a good song. It is a good song, you know what I'm saying? I can't hear every word that they're saying, but it is a good song. But this is like that Lil Wayne shit, not to compare him to Lil Wayne, but just like on the fact that like when I listen to Lil Wayne, I can rap it. You know what I mean? Like I can actually like rap along, sing along, because I know every single word that he's saying. This guy's like that. I can do that with that.
That song reminded me of my favorite Lil Wayne song, Trigger Fingers, when I was young.
Okay.
It gave me a nostalgic feeling with that beat.
That did. Yeah,
that's what I like that song.
Yeah, shout out the producer and everybody that did that, right? You know,
shout out.
You know, it's crazy, and the things that you like we see here when we chop it up or whatever, and like stuff comes to mind, and you think about it. So I don't want to shout him out 100% yet because I want to make sure he's cool with it because he's not really small time. So I have one of my boys who's part of a record label that actually worked really close with Strange.
Oh, okay.
Crazy enough. So he works with Strange Music with Tech and all that. Okay, yeah. So he has his own record label that's based out of Vegas.
Really?
And he has his own radio like on Spotify and stuff like that he pushes for him that they get views worldwide at this point. So that gives me an opportunity to have a conversation with him, but it allows it's a different like feeling knowing that there's actual record labels that are pushing directly out of Vegas too, not just musical artists.
That's yeah.
It's crazy.
That's good. I mean, hopefully this guy gets big.
Right.
I really like that actually. I want to hear more from him. Have to get him on the podcast actually. See if we can. I want to get a lot. There's a lot of people actually want to get on. I want to get comedians up on here too. Right? Shout out your favorite comedian. Drop it in the comments. But you know, if you want, hey, just anybody in general, if you want to see somebody on this podcast, let us know.
Yo, if you know any like scientists, any people that got like important scientific jobs, bring them on the podcast.
Dirty be on that Rogan shit.
Yeah, I like Joe Rogan. He cool.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. You know, inspiration to this podcast. You know. Yeah, that'd be dope. We get some
Like, I want to do it on here talking about parallel universes and shit.
That would be dope. We can do that. We can definitely get on some spiritual stuff as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Fun fact of the night or the day. I don't know if this is true. I remember hearing this when I was young when I watched Interstellar. But
Yeah.
if you are in space and you're going away from Earth, away from the Milky Way and all that,
Okay.
and if you're probably
Yeah.
2 hours, maybe an hour away from Earth, but you're like a distance away from Earth, like miles, 1,000 miles away, but you're an hour away.
Right.
I believe it's 7 years on Earth. But while you're in space in that hour,
What?
feel it? Because look,
So it takes you an hour.
think about it this way. Think about it as a diagram. So you take the ship goes off Earth. It's going up. The Earth is still spinning.
Right.
As that ship is still
100%.
moving away from Earth.
100%.
So by the time they hit
Yes.
that hour mark and this is rotation.
So then by the time we come back from space, maybe we were out there a couple hours. It'll be many, many years from now by the time we come back to Earth. So we'll be like, oh, we just...
Hold on. Back up. So that doesn't make any sense to me, and this is why. If I have an hour, if I do an hour of time right now
Right.
from now 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock
Mhm.
in my house, right?
Right.
And I call up Kenny in China
Mhm.
and tell them, hey, just sit for an hour.
Right.
From whatever time it is over there, it's still an hour gone. It's still an hour past. So if I'm an hour out of space, right, and I come back an hour later, why wouldn't it just be an hour gone?
So
Well, he's
it's-
talking about some space.
You got to think about it like this, because when you head straight up and you're leaving orbit, you're still rotating on your axis. You're still rotating around the sun. Your galaxy is still rotating. So you can leave the galaxy and come back, and that rotational period can be way different and put off because of how you're spinning.
See, when you leave
Years
Earth,
can-
when you leave Earth still has to rotate and still has to go about its
Yeah.
day.
Which I'm not saying it's not, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
isn't time relative? Like, isn't it gonna stay the same no matter what?
That's like keeping time. That's like keeping time if you were to go from here to New York.
Yeah. Technically an hour passed, but by the time you get in New York, you're already 3 hours ahead, and then that hour that already passed by, now you're 4 hours ahead. That's why jet lag is so tough. Time is relative and time is constant. It's just like
okay,
See,
yeah,
now-
I guess that makes sense.
It
But I'm
blows
saying the
my
amount
mind.
of time
I know
passed
exactly
is
how
still
you
the
feel.
same,
It
no
would
matter
still be
what.
an
I'm
hour
saying for
gone.
your life, like I'm not gonna go
You
to
won't
space,
age
come
7
back.
years.
Yeah, I'm saying I won't age 7 years. Like it'll still be.
Okay, put it this way. Okay, so you get on a plane, right? You leave Vegas. It's 5 when you leave. You get to New York. It's like 5 hours. What? How many hours is it?
Have you- have you- no.
6-hour flight.
No. It's a 5-hour flight for the most part. Sometimes it's 4 hour.
plus 3 hours in the time zone.
Yo, plus yeah. So it's literally so
An hour.
1 hour, but it takes 4 hours to get there.
Yeah.
See, I'm not debating. I'm not saying that you're wrong in that part.
No, I feel
I'm
yeah.
just saying for your own life,
No,
the same time is still gonna pass
put it
no
like this.
matter
So,
what.
I lived in St. George. St. George is an hour and a half drive. So I would leave St. George. I get off at 10 p.m. in St. George, but they're an hour ahead. I would get off, and I would only get into Vegas at 10:30 p.m. Even though I
Right.
would leave at 10:30 p.m.
Right, but I'm saying you still spent an hour or something in that car.
Yeah, that hour is still relative.
Regardless
but
of our man-made time zones,
Yeah, exactly.
the amount of time is still the same.
The denominational amount of time is the same, but the effects and how far away because of the time zones is what differentiates, and that's what jet lag is.
Okay.
That's why when you get
That
off the
makes
plane
sense.
going to New York, you feel like it's 10:30 at night and it's 4 in the morning.
Right.
It's tough. It can be like that.
So think of it that way. Like you get on a plane, you come back, you're gonna get jet lag, but you're gonna get jet lag as fuck because you missed days, months, weeks,
Right.
years.
It's your body. When your body has an internal memory. So
And your
true,
body
too.
wasn't growing around that time also.
Right.
Yes.
So-
So it's whatever your body's gonna feel the lag regardless because it's used to that internal memory of whatever time zone that you're coming from.
Well, this is a crazy theory here. Do you think that, say we went to Mars or say we went to Uranus or some other fucking planet?
Uranus.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe the way we age is because of our planet?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
sure,
like
for sure.
if I went to Uranus, I could live an extra 100, 200 years possibly, you know, or
I
less,
believe
or less.
it's the oxygen in the air.
Well, it's not just the oxygen. The oxygen for sure takes a big part because our blood needs oxygen in
Right.
order to for us to survive. But it's the spin of the planet. The spin is what makes how fast it's going around, not just around the sun,
Right.
because that's a sun cycle, but the spin determines our days, how long our hours
Yeah, on
are.
top of that, you got to also take into the fact that gravity has an effect. The amount of sunlight
Oh,
has an
yes.
effect. The amount of winter versus summer versus regular temperatures has an effect.
Yes.
Like all of that has an effect on how our skin deteriorates, how our skin ages, and how our skin is reactive.
Exactly.
So absolutely, I feel like the way we react and the way we age is because of the Earth, hands down. If we were to do to a different planet that had lower gravity, more sunlight, we could be a bunch of melanin-induced individuals that were 6'7", 6'8" on an average. Because gravity has a different.
Would you
effect.
want to live that long? Would you want to live extra?
See,
no, just like
But it
like if you could now, like if you had the
You
chance.
guys don't know, but Brandon is a woke white boy.
All right.
I just want to ruin the fact that we're talking about space because I love space and space is a fantastic.
Okay, you
subject.
love space, but check
What?
this out. How do you feel about Elon Musk doing that neural trip? You know, like whatever chip he's doing. You know what I'm talking
We already
about?
have them in our pockets. Who
Yeah,
says
I mean,
you're not?
there
You're
you
tracked
go.
100%. You
In
got a
case-
microphone in your pocket, and a
in
camera in your
case
pocket.
you guys didn't
Every
know.
day. That SIM card is
Whoa.
connected to a federal database.
Facts.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I already know that.
That neural chip is no different. It's just going to be installed in your head.
Yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily care at that point because he
Yeah.
is right on that. Like,
I wouldn't
if you
care at all.
really wanted to know all about me, you already can. So,
You know what's crazy
If,
is the
if
fact
something, go ahead.
We pursue these things and we push these things to know more about the people that live on our planet. Do you know that we know more about space and the surrounding galaxies than we are our own oceans?
I believe it. Yeah. No, actually, I've heard that.
Factual.
Because
Yes, it
we
is.
never
We
go
know
down
less.
there. We never go down
It's
there.
difficult. We can't.
We can't survive the pressure.
The pressure is
When
Yeah,
you
but we
leave-
can
when you
put
leave the
machines down there. We can figure out how to
doesn't
put.
matter. It can crunch and destroy steel.
Yes.
It can crunch and destroy serrated steel. It can crunch and destroy Damascus steel, which is
That's-
some of the hardest
yes.
minerals.
I heard something like they found the closest planet like Earth, and it was all water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it in a different
It's
galaxy.
a But they also have I think Europa is a moon around Jupiter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's also a all water
Viable.
moon.
All right, so if
Yeah.
we're talking about other planets, here we go. I got a crazy theory I heard, and it blew my mind. So just give me a second while it comes to me. But pretty much, what if before life was on Earth, it was on Mars, right? It got built up, whatever, but the planet was gonna be wiped out in some fucking like storm, whatever. So we sent
So,
a pod
Escape
over to
pods.
Earth.
well,
Yeah, while Mars is being destroyed, and all we had was the relic of, what life was like
Right.
or whatever, or how it was,
okay.
right?
Who's to say that the galaxy is built that way in general? Who's to say we started in this galaxy?
Yeah, who's to say that we actually started on Earth? Like,
Who's-
what if we
who
were
is
just
to say
here,
that?
but over time,
Look
right?
at the things
Well-
like the ancient pyramids and the civilizations of Egypt and the Mayans and aqueducts and things like that.
Right.
weren't
You know, there's
discovered
pyramids
until
on
Well,
Mars.
my thing is like, well, why? Then the argument is, why would they be so primitive if they came here, right? But what if we lost contact to Mars because of it being destroyed, and therefore, hold on, let me finish. So we had like textbooks and all this writing, and we had all this knowledge,
Correct.
right? But over time, that knowledge gets lost, as it does, right?
Yeah,
Because you
yeah.
don't have the connection anymore, right? No facts to be proven. And then over time, like it gets less and less and less, and then we get things like the Bible or stuff like that, like
Well-
where it's just like translated what we think was like, because the generations that knew about Mars, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Eventually, it's just gonna turn into folklore. It's just gonna turn into myth, and then we're like, oh, there was life on Mars. Nah,
Well, so you do know there's pyramids on Mars, right? As they say.
No way.
nah, you're gonna have to prove that one, bro. You're gonna have to show me a fact on that. You're gonna have to show me a fact on
I kind
that.
of believe you a little bit because
There's
they
remnants
say
of physical
there's life
structures.
been on Earth or something like, or been
Yeah,
on
we're
Mars.
not.
I kind of
Yeah,
believe.
they've
But-
taken pictures.
Hey, you guys kind of went a different way, but check this out. How do you guys, Brandon? I'm pointing this question to you.
Okay.
How do you feel about the Pentagon releasing information that they have not from this
That
world?
America just completely decided to say, fuck you, I don't care about aliens anymore? They released all of this during this global pandemic on purpose.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They confirmed it because no one cares right now. No one's
Right.
worried about what's going on in the aliens.
They did
because
it on purpose.
We're all dying. So they're all worried about
Wait,
that
I had something
pandemic.
to say.
About that, you know how they're saying that they've been discovering UFOs and all that unidentified flying objects,
Right.
and they're saying they're not from Earth. You know how I think they're not from Earth, or they're not Earth identified. That's how I think about it. Russia, maybe, or any other country out there, they have their own technology or whatever that we probably don't even know about. They have their own,
That we, the
scientists.
people, don't know about. I'm sure the government
They
knows.
have their own technology. They have some type of technology that we don't have that's probably more technical and more advanced compared to probably we
You
have
think
to say.
so?
I think so. I really think so. And I do believe aliens are real, but it'll be a little bit more time till they come.
You think in your lifetime?
In my lifetime, yes. But they're probably already here and they just live underneath us. We don't know. They're probably animals.
No, whoa, you said they're
And
probably
not all
animals?
animals. Some. Like insects, shit like that. When you look at insects, do you really think that's like an earth animal? Like, really? Like, I'm gonna be for real. Like, when I look at some
if
insects,
anybody is a fucking alien, you know who it is? Elon Musk, bro. Elon Musk is a fucking alien. He's an alien.
What?
Bro, that dude is a fucking alien.
You think
Wait.
I would believe it if you told me?
Oh, no.
Elon Musk was an alien.
My
I'd
bad.
fucking believe it.
I wasn't trying to
That's
get
why he
you
wants to
off
get
that.
out. That's why he wants to get out of Earth and just get out of here,
That
back
makes
to his
sense, though.
homeland, bro.
It does.
Did you see his podcast with Joe Rogan? That motherfucker
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
alien, bro.
He's endorsing all of his Kanye crap as well. So at the same time, like you can tell that his ideals are so fucking out there. They just believe
I don't know
it.
if he really believes. I think it's more of just like he's just having fun. I think it's just more.
I feel like he doesn't care, but at the same time, I feel like he also just wants to be involved
Oh.
in that.
That's okay. I'll give you.
let me
that.
get back to what I was saying though. But what I was saying is, what I was saying was that what I'm trying to get is all these when they're saying that it's not from Earth. What I think is it's something that we've never seen in our country that the other country has that's more advanced.
I can get behind that.
You feel me?
I don't know about more advanced. I just say it's different. Like
Different, yeah, okay. Different.
like we probably have the same stuff, but it's like
It's on there, yeah.
right.
you know what I'm saying. There's technical
And with
differences.
the aliens thing, they're not gonna look like what we all expect with the big heads, the big eyes. the
I
stuff,
honestly
the
think
small
they're
face.
probably gonna look like
I think
us.
they're gonna look like us.
That's what I
Yeah.
was saying. I feel like they're
I would
humans.
say-
I feel like they're humans.
Bro,
I feel like they're humans on a different
No.
Earth who has peaked bigger technology than us and reached to Earth and probably got some.
Now,
type
do you
of
think
contact
that
off
humans
there.
are the
Say
most
that
like
they're humans.
advanced,
No.
evolved as we can be? Like,
No.
what do you think
No,
about us
we're
that
not.
would make us better,
Yeah,
other than
okay,
superpowers?
Okay. So here's well, I mean the superpowers are kind of included in the DNA. Here's what I've been seeing on a lot of different podcasts. So obviously our DNA, we're only using about 5% of our DNA, and they say that 95% of our DNA is junk DNA. So what's happening right now is that the radiation that we're getting from the sunlight that we're getting from the sun is not the same sunlight that we've been getting from the past 10 to 20 years. It's changing into a new age throughout the zodiac. So we're going from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius.
Okay, I'm following.
Okay, because even though
So you're saying the sun is going to affect how our molecules
how our
work,
DNA,
basically?
yeah, how our
100%?
DNA is affected. Yeah, the sun, because the sun is
It
not
was
fire.
photosynthesis
The
of
sun,
how a
yeah,
flower absorbs sunlight.
yes,
to
sunlight. Because
branch
we are literally walking trees. Like we are. Like we are.
So
we are.
what's the
made
next
of-
stage? So what's the next stage?
We don't know.
Anything.
We don't
We
know.
don't
Give me
know.
some. Give me some.
Check this out.
We evolve with needs. It seems like a lot of things going on right now is a lot to do with our atmosphere and the way our ozone layer is prepared. And I tell people about this all the time because you compare Vegas heat to somewhere else's heat. Everybody just says it's a dry heat. It's not just the fact that it's a dry heat. We have so much smog and pollution. It's just like center of LA. So much smog and pollution is deteriorated.
Bro,
our
we
ozone
got
level.
Yucca Mountain.
Our ozone layer is gone.
It's
It's
not-
just
yeah.
direct heat. It's
Yeah.
nothing being protected from those
being
UV rays.
destroyed.
So I feel like that we evolve with the need. A lot of us are evolving into a darker skin tone. A lot of us are evolving into a taller species. A lot of us are evolving into a different average for a lot of different categories for whatever our needs may be.
Well, I think we devolved into a shorter species, and now we're re-evolving into a taller
Yep.
species.
We'll see when my son grows up if he's taller than me.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Cisco, it
It's how it
depends
works.
on what you feed him, how you feed him, how you care for him, the kind of love you give for him. That
4 hours
all
of sunlight a
matters.
day.
Nature versus nurture.
Yeah,
basically,
it is
That's
because
the argument.
look, here's an argument, and here's something that you can try. You can buy 2 different bottles of water, get a Sharpie, write love on one and write hate on the other, and watch how they freeze. Like put them in the freezer and watch how they freeze. Like,
And also,
Hey, I have an experience with that. You're talking about good energy, bad energy,
Facts.
right?
right.
You know what I mean? I go with that because, you know, when you put out a certain type of energy, you get what you want.
yeah.
You know,
100%.
whether
I have-
it's-
cycle is
I
real.
have a
That's
theory
That's
on
very
how
true.
humans can evolve.
Okay. Go ahead, old
So
dirty.
you know how there's vegans, vegetarians, and all that.
Shout out to the
Say
vegans.
if everybody on Earth agreed to, like everybody, like legit everybody, kids and all, just everted to being vegan or something. I feel like maybe in a matter of 5 to 10 years, our bodies will not be shown that it's been changed, but inner wise, like ability wise, physical wise, it changed.
I could feed off that.
I wouldn't say
could feed
5.
off
I wouldn't
something
say 5
like
to 10
that.
years. I would say give us 4 to 5 generations.
I'll feed off that. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
we're already
Generations.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, I would say maybe 2 to 3 generations.
Like if we just completely everyone stopped eating
Also-
meat, no meat at all.
Not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
it doesn't even have to go with our eating habit wise. Like it also has to do with our sleeping wise. What
Well,
we do physically
there's a
in
lot of
general. on
Imagine,
better-
imagine this.
Well, there's a
Imagine
lot of a better effects.
if we
for
all
the
agree
plant.
to do the most healthiest thing as a whole together on Earth,
Yeah.
centuries, maybe even less from centuries from now, we will evolve to something better.
No, you know what's crazy, right?
Physical.
You're talking about evolving, right?
As a
And
human being.
as a human being, and I feel like we're doing that now. And the reason,
yeah.
and the reason
Yeah.
why, the reason why I say that, right, is because I mean, look at us, right? We projected ourselves into the internet. Our voices are gonna, you know,
Absolutely.
live forever if we keep
That's
them
a
on
different
YouTube.
kind
so
of
to speak,
that's a different
yes.
kind of
But-
evolve.
But
Okay.
but
That's a
what I'm
different
saying
kind.
is we're evolving into like becoming one with technology.
Do you know? Do
Yes.
You feel like
That's
we're,
what Yes.
I feel like we're not
That's
evolving
what we're
on our
doing.
own, though. I feel like we're forced evolution right now. I feel like we're evolving because of the circumstances. I feel like we're evolving because we've devolved so much that now evolution is the only choice to keep pushing forward at this point.
The reason why we're evolving is because of social media wise. And if you check it,
You're almost like an avatar
oh, right here.
nowadays, bro.
So-
like you could be the person you want to
Yeah.
be, right, in real life, and then you could project
Ready Player One.
and then you could
Yeah.
project
Exactly.
yourself,
It's
and then you
coming
could
to like
project
that.
yourself like we are today doing this podcast to be someone else.
I'll give it to a simpler
Yeah.
example. You go on Instagram, you see all these Instagram models, and you see them getting work done. And then you go on to the explore page, you see a lot more girls, and you see them noticing that their job, like their body is changing different and all that.
Manually.
They're
Yeah.
manually evolving in the wrong way, kind of, but in a good way, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Maybe,
saying.
I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
We're being forced into evolution.
How
not
long
being
are
guided in
and
a
also
natural-
the girls or not just girls, but the people who are doing plastic surgery, how long are they going to like live? In general, like, is that plastic wise going to affect them when they get older?
Oh no,
Or-
100%, obviously.
Let's talk
100%.
about the whole vape situation. I mean, like,
Yeah,
bro,
that's-
what are we really going into? Everybody's vaping now. Like
I'm
nobody
vaping.
really knows.
We going, man. I don't know.
Nobody really knows
There
the
ain't
real
really at this
scientific.
point, like there's no, the differences are just chemical based. Because I mean, a
Yes.
vape is absolutely 100% not good for you, no matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter if it's 30% better than a cigarette, 100% better than a cigarette.
Right.
It's just a bunch of bullshit someone spews so that they can sell you a different market. At the end of the day, because when you're vaping, you're adding moisture to your lungs. Moisture is not supposed to be inside of your lungs. Moisture destroys your lungs, and moisture causes your lungs to fail on you. Yet here we are with thousands of people.
Hey,
buying
that's the
vapes.
tobacco industry right there.
That's 100%. No, 100%.
But the tar destroys it in a
cigarettes
completely
cigarettes
different
have
way.
such a bad rep. Not, I wouldn't say such a bad rep, but like they're more taboo now.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, you smoke cigarettes?
It's because
Right,
they're
yeah,
not
it's
as
like,
bougie.
you should be
They're not
smoking vape.
developed
They
in
didn't
the
evolve,
society.
but they
They're
did
devolved
evolve.
from an older civilization.
Right.
They're trying
And
to
now-
phase out. They
and
want the vapes to
exactly.
take over that because it looks better.
Exactly. It's
200
kind of like
It looks
50 people
better. It looks
smoking a
cleaner. It
cigarette?
smells
Yeah.
better.
250
Like, you know what I mean?
people smoking
Yeah.
a cigarette
It looks
versus 200
more
people smoking a vape is way better for what you got.
And cheaper now, so
yeah, no, it really is cheaper. It is cheaper. Man,
It is very cheap.
We talked about a whole
It
bunch of
is-
stuff
it
on
is-
this
it
podcast
is-
today, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, but it is facts that it is more technological. We are going into a more future progressive
It's scary, man.
world and country.
I showed y'all that Michaela
The
chick.
Jetsons.
You know
That
they
AI
have
chick.
you know they have like people have robot arms that you, like attach, move
Yeah.
around, like
Yeah.
feel things like
But
that.
that's something we
insane.
need. That's something
That is
that's
something
that's
we
a
need. That is something
necessity
we need.
that people need.
But would you cut off your own arm and get-
imagine,
No, I
imagine being the
wouldn't.
other
I really
side.
wouldn't.
Imagine being the other side to that technology. Oh my goodness!
Like, what do you mean?
Like, imagine. Okay, yeah.
The person who made it, the person
No,
who's
no, no,
wearing
no.
it.
I'm saying, okay. Imagine hey, you lost your arm today. I can give you a new arm, and it'll be robotic.
See, the downfall
Awesome.
about that
Cool.
is,
Okay, I'm
do
taking
the
it.
people
No,
have insurance
cool,
to have that?
but-
Do they have enough money to get it?
No, but
That
The
too.
right procedures?
Not
Who can-
yet. Not yet.
Not yet. It's going to be years from now.
but
We're close.
Cyberpunk. I mean,
But hey, did you like watching Mortal Kombat? Yes. Wow, I could turn you into a superhuman with these 2 arms. Did you lose them already? Are you a war veteran? Yeah. Do you want to go
oh no, it's
cause
gonna
the
happen.
destruction?
Yeah.
Bro, that's the other side.
You
to-
guys seen Altered Carbon on
Yeah, I have.
Netflix?
Yes.
I have.
Yes.
That's
That's
such
an amazing show.
insane idea
It's
to
insane.
think that like you
Yeah.
instead of you. And I've been trying to like ask and see what people think about this. Like
It's-
instead of
it's a
you
transfer of
as your
consciousness.
body, you are just your mind. That is you. You're not your body. You're just
Yeah.
a vessel.
It is-
Your
it
body's
is
just a
your
vessel.
In the
mind
real
and
world,
your
we
soul.
have nothing to capture those.
You know what's
Right.
crazy?
Nothing at all. No
Like
chips
to
can
take
record it.
to take that. Yeah.
You can't. There's no
but what's
way
crazy
to
is like
record it all.
inside your brain you have like electrical waves. Like you could probably power a fucking machine with your brain,
mean,
right?
if you
So how do
think
you
about it,
harness
yes.
that and put it into a chip to put it inside another body?
Elon-
That's what
Elon
we're
Musk.
missing.
Yeah, like how
Elon
much,
Musk
how
figured
much
it out.
power does
Elon
the
Musk
chip
figured it
need?
out.
Did he?
Elon Musk figured it out.
Did he?
He's not
Probably
only gonna
did. Not
no,
gonna
yeah,
lie, he probably did.
no, he
I don't know if I
did.
figured it all out.
No, he didn't figure it all out, but he's not.
He probably got the blueprint
No,
for it.
no,
He
no, no.
probably got the
Imagine this,
blueprint
right?
for it.
Or he's
Imagine
working
this.
on it.
Yeah.
Imagine this, right? You're playing GTA, right? You're playing GTA, but you also have, the Elon Musk cheat codes where you could be in GTA and have all the superpowers.
Bro, it wouldn't be
He's holding on
it
to
wouldn't be a
that.
cheat code. It'd be straight up like advertising.
Now, why do you think
for it.
Elon's holding on to that? Why
Why?
wouldn't there's
Okay,
more
why?
powerful
Because-
people than him?
No, because
He made a fucking flamethrower, bro.
No,
It'd
no,
be
no, no.
him.
Like it's known. It's known right now to this day that he's trying to basically create a system to hack our brains, to be stronger than our bodies.
Like, put it this way, he's like our real world Tony Stark.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
You get
I'll
what I'm
give you
saying?
that. He is.
You-
Yeah.
So imagine being Tony Stark. Are you gonna give everybody the Iron Man?
No, fuck no.
Nah,
You-
I'm
no,
not.
you're not.
That's gonna
Okay,
create
now
so
when you put it
much-
like that, it makes sense.
So if you're Elon, you're gonna be Iron Man.
Yeah, I would be.
I mean, look at Joe Rogan's podcast. That dude was not human during that whole podcast. His eyes, like the way he was just
He
acting.
named his son. He named his son some like weird numbers
Bro,
and
he
symbols
named his
like
son
AE 12
After
X
like a serial code off of like
something. Yeah,
the back of your
off a fucking
PS4.
Terminator fucking movie.
Bro, it's a serial code off of like your PS4. That's the name of it.
kind of crazy.
No, check this out.
Hey,
This-
maybe that's what it's
The
like on
router
this
number.
planet. Maybe that's what it's like on this
His
planet.
baby's
bro.
name is the router number to his house. It's a
That's a
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
password.
password.
no, but check this out. Check this out, right?
His name.
Man,
Check this out. They gave this dude the keys to fucking drill a hole from LA to fucking Las Vegas. I mean, if anybody gives you those keys, bro, you're like ungodly. You know
all
what I
right,
mean?
so
You're
he's
godly.
sending people to space. He's doing the hyper train. He got the electric cars.
Who can
What is
do-
he gonna do
Oh,
past
I got you.
the spaceship?
Who
Who's gonna
can
past
do that though? Like Bill Gates, right?
So-
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates on
His
that.
biggest
No, no, no.
thing
What I'm
now-
saying is like Bill Gates was like.
He's on some other shit though. He's not on that.
Bill Gates is on
No,
some
what I'm
different
saying is
shit.
like, all right. So you have Bill Gates, right?
Fuck Bill Gates.
No, 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 no,
Elon
no,
supplies
no,
the
no.
hardware and Bill Gates supplies the software.
No, no.
They
What
work
I'm saying
hand in
is,
hand.
like Bill Gates was like the ripple into the technology world.
Oh, absolutely. He was
You
the
get what I'm
starting
saying?
point. He was the
Him
gateway.
and Steve Jobs were like the
Absolutely.
ripple.
Right.
Boom.
That.
So
Elon Musk
boom.
capitalized on it.
So
Yeah,
boom.
of course.
They're the pioneers. So guess what? You got Elon Musk. Like, damn, they broke into a world that let
absolutely.
me
Look,
break into mine.
Bro, Bill Gates,
Elon-
Dr.
He's only
Evil,
gonna take it
and
to
Elon
like
Musk,
iPhone level with this space shit.
Elon is
Yeah.
so involved
Yeah.
with stuff around the world. Like I said, I don't know if y'all peeped it earlier, but he literally has a government, like a federal contract and a federal grant to put 41,000 of these Starlink satellites in the ground.
That's
Why do you
crazy.
need 41,000 satellites?
Yeah,
around the
that's I don't
There's
understand
a reason.
that.
There's I don't know what the reason is, but he's holding on to something.
Trying to
Like you said,
monitor
like
us. That's what it
he's holding on to something that he knows and somebody else knows that's paying for it.
Exactly.
Elon's the only person that can produce what needs to be produced to be able to.
And
be
when you
ready
make
for
a
whatever.
program like that, like
Cybernet.
You don't need 41,000 weather monitoring satellites.
No,
you
not
need
only that.
41,000 radio wave satellites. You don't need 41,000 monitoring.
Yeah, that is a
satellites.
lot.
But when
That
you
do-
make a program like that and you're the sole one, like
Right.
you're the
Now, do
one
you-
person that kind of made it, dude.
Do you think that's for control? Or do you think
Absolutely.
it's for advancement?
Control-
Or what do you
no,
think it's for?
It's for control as a primary and advancement.
Yes, bro. Like the fact that he's
Yeah.
like doing Tesla and doing all this other shit, and then he's like, "Hey, here's a fucking
Why
fire.
is everything
Here's a
need to be
fire gun.
autonomous?
Here's a fire gun for all the
Right.
fucking people that want to buy it."
Why are we trying to produce everything so that we don't have to do anything? What's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of existing if everything we're going to do is automatic? Like, we don't have to worry about it. Why do we have to do that? All it does is it pushes us towards that cybernetic future like Terminator with Skynet.
No,
That's exactly where we're getting pushed. It takes one person to be able to control. People have hacked Xbox Live servers as
Right.
teenage hackers.
Right.
Imagine people who have the skill sets when stuff like this comes out.
A
The
17-year-old
satellite
just got arrested a
uplink?
couple weeks ago for hacking.
No, that's real, bro.
Hacking
Yeah.
college campus grading scales, hacking into actual federal databases to expunge records and student loans.
Bro, that's
Like,
real.
Things like that happen on a regular basis. So if somebody wants to hack into a 41,000 satellite, basically fucking net around Earth,
To do what? What do you think that they can even
they have
do
access
with
to
that?
whatever. They
Are
can
you-
access
Bro,
everything.
you can
Listen,
control
see,
weather,
hear,
bro. In
move.
fucking
With
Abu
With the
Dhabi.
satellites?
Right now,
No. In Abu
NASA is
Dhabi.
tracking a massive magnetic anomaly on the South America, but it stretches between the middle of South America to the border of the United States on the southern border.
I
And
love
it's
you
a
come with the
magnetic-
facts, bro.
It's a magnetic force that is such an anomaly that it's literally impacting the weather in that area because weather is electromagnetic storms
Right.
and high low air pressure. That's the main causes of anything as far
Right.
as geological disasters go. So with this,
What are they
magnetic
predicting
storm,
out there? What do you think is going to happen?
It could be anything. It's hard to predict
Because it hasn't
depending
happened.
on-
Yeah.
exactly. No one's seen this kind of anomaly.
Or maybe we have. It's just we didn't have the technology
The closest thing we ever
to get it.
see is, I don't know if you guys know what a solar flare is.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
CB radios use these spots that are called like solar flares that it boosts their schedule. So if you're on a CB radio, which my pops actually is involved in, if a solar flare is active during this time when you're on the radio, you can reach from regularly, you'll be able to reach a couple states away or to whatever. You start reaching across the country, across the world, just because of the magnetic signatures and the electricity in the valid atmosphere.
Okay, so how do you feel about 5G then? What's that?
It's,
Is
it
it?
doesn't affect anything. It's no reason to be pushing it as hard as they are. It's the same thing as gigabit fiber optic. There's no difference. It's just a stronger.
So all that
mobile
cancer
network.
stuff, you think it's just hype?
We're getting cancer and radiation every single day of our lives from
Right.
numerous other things,
Right.
including the cell phone in your pocket right now,
Facts.
the headset on your ear, the microphone that's
Facts.
plugged in through electricity.
Everything that has energy is giving off radiation.
Energy doesn't go away. It enters
just-
and exits different
It
forms.
transmutes.
That's it.
Yep. That's
So
a,
why
that's
is
a
cancer?
Law,
Why do you
Newton's law.
think? Why do you think cancer is so prevalent in our
Because
now?
nobody wants to put the cure out there because that's a huge market.
To market, baby. That's it.
Same thing with like
Because the cure is
HIV
there, bro.
and AIDS
Like,
and
no,
stuff.
No,
the curve for just about
the
everything there.
pharmaceutical, anything pharmaceutical in the U.S., my friend. It's all about money, baby.
Absolutely,
All
it's the
about-
big
All
pharma.
about money.
Period.
Big pharma. All about
Is
money.
that the reason why you can go to a different country and get things done? You know.
Yeah, that's why you can go.
And it's funny because like
15%
those kind of things are so like taboo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to another country and get something, like, oh, you better be careful out there because you don't know what they're gonna do.
Well, the
But
problem is that it's taboo because the only thing the media, again, here we are,
Right, because of the media.
The
Yep.
media focuses on the worst part of the story.
Exactly.
They don't focus on the successful places in Brazil where you can get plastic surgery done for a fraction.
You know what's
Right.
crazy, right? So being in the industry that I'm in, right, I get to meet like just a lot of different people. And I was speaking to this Filipino guy, right, and he was telling me how they have set up because his wife came out here, you know, to be a nurse, right? Basically, what he was telling me was like there was a point like right now, you know, we're going through the coronavirus where we need a lot of nurses and stuff. They set up programs. The United States sets up programs in like Philippines and all these other countries to like basically put nurses, you know, on their little program and then send them back to the United States. That's how he came here because his wife, you know, decided to go into nursing. So I say all this to say this, like you come up with the pharmaceuticals and all this, you know, everybody's taxed and everything, but how is it that they are able to bring the nurses here when we need?
Let me put it like this: why do you buy a Kroger brand of ibuprofen versus the actual fucking brand of ibuprofen?
It's cheaper.
Same ingredients.
Oh, okay. So it's cheaper.
You're right. It is,
It's
yeah.
cheaper
Because
to
they're less
educate these
greedy. They
people.
still want their profit, but it's less work for them, and they get more product purchased because they're honest.
Isn't that crazy? America is the real Tupac in the whole
Well,
shit.
shit, think about it, like stuff
Huh.
to grow, like to make medication is not in the U.S. It's out there.
Yeah.
So it's a
How
person
many
kinda
symptoms
cheap
of
out there.
how many different diseases and how many different things do you think can be cured with dumbed down and purified drugs that we have on the streets today?
Wait, repeat that. That
How
went over
many
my
different
head.
issues and how many different causes, like as far as disease and harm and just medical emergencies, do you think could be solved with some of the drugs that we have today if they were purified to a less destructive?
Are you kidding
version?
me? It'd be life changing.
Do you realize that the components of cocaine could probably basically cure, in a way, the effects of ADHD and ADD completely, to where you don't have to take an Adderall every day?
What would you? What?
It's more expensive for the government and the people involved to process it illegally and send it in and make their market off of that, because they make the market off of the sale, they make the market off the transactions that come across state borders, and they make the market off the bust.
Wow.
Ooh, he just.
Yeah, you blew my
Bro,
mind
you
with
just
that
went
one.
down.
That one, you blew
So
my
go
mind
ahead,
with
say
that
that
one.
again. Say that again.
For the people in the
Adderall.
back,
Okay,
hold
so
on.
Adderall.
Adderall is for ADD and ADHD. It's the same thing as Vyvanse and Adderall. It
Yeah.
basically causes you to focus. If you don't have ADD or ADHD, what it does is it causes you to hyperfocus, which
Exactly.
basically stimulates a different set of neurons in your brain.
Bro, you
Right.
speaking to me right
So,
now. I know
yeah.
it. I got
So,
ADHD.
When you think about it, if you dumb down and purify cocaine to get rid of the harmful things like the fentanyl and the way that they cut it with K and different things like that, the process that they make it, you break that down completely, separate it out, and do it the correct way in
Right.
a government-funded lab, you could probably have a more permanent or a more long-lasting cure to ADHD than taking an Adderall every single day. But the government, the way
Yes,
that
I see you.
we already know
But who
that
that?
they're so involved into the processing and the illegal manufacturing and the illegal sales and the cartels. Everybody's bought in at some point level somewhere. So they make the process off the sale, the illegal sale in the first place, the illegal production, and they make the process off the bus and the transactions that come across state borders.
Yo, man, that's it.
I guarantee you they
It's
get
all a
paid
bank,
basic
bro.
ferry
America's
taxes
a
for
bank,
the
bro.
tunnels.
Big bank.
They don't just happen upon a tunnel. How you just happen upon a tunnel that's 150 feet underground, hidden behind an access in the middle of
Right.
Mexicali?
No, you're right on
Hey,
that. You're
hey,
right on that. Because them,
How
yo,
do
them
you
tunnels
find-
be
how do you suddenly
big,
just
boy.
suspect to search this one car's wheel well inside their?
Well,
freaking frame?
obviously, you would. The argument would be, you know, well, we're investigating. You know, we
investigate.
run up the leads.
Right.
You
But
know,
how much money does the federal government get refunded?
That's
every
true.
time
That's
they make a
true. That's the
successful
voice
bust?
you're gonna use.
When you make a successful bust of 150 kilos of cocaine, the federal government turns that bust into a funding process for their next market.
Ooh.
They get funded another.
Hey, we're not talking
2.3
about all the
billion.
cops that want a little bit of it.
That's not even including them. They probably get skimmed off the top on
oh,
top
for
of the
sure,
government paychecks.
for
for it.
sure.
Hey.
Hey, we're getting to
Say,
sensitive
hey, we're
topics here.
gonna use this tunnel in 3 months, and after that, you can go ahead and you can bust the tunnel. You can get the profit for it. and We'll move on.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Is he kind of did break down the whole drug trade.
Yeah,
Bro,
did,
pretty
since
much.
the mafia times,
Damn.
since the Gambinos, all 5 families,
Leave
they've
it
been
up to the
running the
white boy
U.S. like
to break
since
down the
then.
drug trade.
Is that the reason why Vegas is Vegas?
Bro, Vegas has been run by the mafia since the same since the same time.
Since the beginning. Yeah.
Even till today. Okay, not till today.
That's why we got the Mom Museum. Go check in.
That too, yeah. But the Mob Museum, it doesn't even like. It does touch base of how the mafia was in Vegas too, but it doesn't touch base how it really was.
The mafia is in Vegas like the Cali cartels.
Like mafia was out here. The mafia was out here like as the rich people giving out money to the community and then swiping their money underneath. So then that the people who did put the money, the taxes and all that, that's all their money that's going towards it.
Ooh,
Not that
unions.
extra boost that the mafia threw in just to say that they're gonna help
Right.
Vegas.
Hey, but
Right.
check this out. We're not disrespecting the mafia. We love.
No,
them.
we're not. I actually love the mafia.
They old man, they
We
gonna
love
go
your
find
business.
you, boy. Yeah,
No,
man.
just let us be a podcast, bro.
I've been studying mafiology for about
Mafiology,
a year
boy.
and a half now. I've learned a lot thanks to Goodfellas, Casino, Donnie Brasco, Blow,
The Flamingo.
the Flamingo. No.
Shit.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what's up, though.
I
That's
like-
what's
I
up.
like-
That's some new shit right there. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
I like how
There's actually a man. His name is Michael Franzese. He's the only man out of 50 mafia members who's still alive till this day. And his dad kind of died just recently. His dad
He's on
died.
Vlad, huh?
Yeah, his dad died at 103. And his
Damn.
dad just got out of jail
Damn.
It's
a couple
crazy.
years ago.
It all comes back down to the profit. Like if you are and like you said, it's not mafia families. It's high society families that are the mafia basically, because that's what it's evolved into. It's not that same cut and grit prohibition era, but the profit is there. So
he said it ain't the what?
the same cut and grit as the prohibition era.
Guys, you keep coming with the facts, Brandon.
So you gotta
keep
think
coming
of it,
with
bro.
the- you
If
know,
I
the
put
terminology.
$250,000 into the Wynn Casino, and the Wynn Casino pulls out a profit of $2.3 million a year. That's just like betting at the damn tables.
You collected. You made
You
it.
put
Yeah.
that
Swipe that shit.
$250,000
Right.
and turns
Swipe
back
it.
in, and you get your profit, or you put that $250,000 and you lose it, and you go after whoever's on the win, and you tell them they need to fix their shit.
You right on.
Look,
it.
I
You're right on
recommend
that. It's a
watching
profit.
Michael Franzese on YouTube because that man, he breaks down how like the mafia intertwined with politics and all back when JFK was assassinated and all. Like, he doesn't break it down all the way down, but he gives hints of how like they kind of ran a little bit of the U.S.
Yeah, I believe
a little
it.
bit.
I believe it.
I believe
dope.
it 100% because like ain't no way a man who can run a whole entire state, who can outrun prison time for murders and all that.
Who you talking in specific? Escobar?
Anybody.
He had to
Gotti.
snitch, bruh.
Not Sammy the Bull. Sammy the Bull was a snitch, but any other like
Did Michael
named
Francis
man.
snitch? Ooh, I'm
No,
gonna
he
shoot my
did
teeth
not.
out.
He did not. Michael Francis
damn.
actually, the thing about him was he brought money scamming pretty much. He brought it to the mafia in like 70s or 60s, I believe, because he bought something with gas. Or
Yeah, no.
stocks.
Basically, he was
Stocks
in
of
trading
gas,
with like
yeah.
the
Tradings.
unions, and basically he was collecting tax on
he
everybody making
bought
They were
money.
doing that in
gas.
New York too. If you
Yeah,
watch
he
on
was in New
Netflix
York.
that Mafia
He was
versus
in
New
that.
York or
He's
something.
in there.
Oh, that's
He's
the guy
in-
you're talking about.
Michael Francis,
I just
yeah.
watched that. Yeah, that was
That's him.
really good.
He has a YouTube page and he talks about how he did all that.
Isn't that
Oh,
crazy?
wow.
But how was he able to? What I don't get.
Well, because
with
all the
these
people around him that was around him is probably not.
It's
even-
on top of that,
Yeah,
and
that
it's the
too.
fear he instills too.
And
You
also,
gotta
he
think
did
about
his time.
boy
He
that
went
was
to
the
prison
union
and all
rep.
that.
Oh boy, that was
Yeah.
the union rep during the entire mafia era. Was a union rep for the federal government side of America, and was doing all of that, and
Yeah.
they knew about it.
Yeah.
They
Yes,
didn't do
tell
anything
me.
about it.
It was Jimmy
Tell
Hoffa.
me why he's
Jimmy
Jimmy
Hoffa.
Hoffa. And
Jimmy Hoffa
also,
was a union rep.
Jimmy Hoffa was assassinated. And his body was never found. It was a big thing. And Michael Franzese is the only person who knows where his body is. Knows the man who killed him. The man who killed him has a recording of him saying that he killed him and all that. And everybody will always ask him where the body is, and he will always say the body is very wet. If you know what that means, they drown the
Dumped him.
body.
Yeah.
They dumped the body.
Yeah, so you know,
We
you'll
don't
never
know
know
where
this.
he dumped the body, but
Yeah,
now we know
absolutely.
they dumped the
You
body.
think on
I'm
his
saying is-
deathbed he's just gonna like write a note, be like, "Hey,
Right.
this is where it's at." And then, I'm out, G.
And that-
I dropped him right off of the
But,
Brooklyn
yeah.
Bridge.
The reason why-
Exactly.
yeah, the
That's all
reason-
that pack mentality that comes with that stuff too. Is the mafia is so strong because they follow that pack mentality. There's the alpha. There's the people who help the alpha. There's the people that are the low level.
They got
You know, mafia to me,
connections.
mafia
They
to
have
me is
connections.
like United States politics.
Oh, absolutely.
Are you kidding me?
It's
yeah.
more organized.
Oh yeah.
Bro, it's like
Way more organized.
it's a
You do
way
something
more
so
like you
organized.
get that
No,
That's
no. The way I look at it is like they're the same person. What they did is they organized themselves to be into politics.
Oh,
It's a
absolutely.
self-made government.
Yeah.
They're self-made government. That's
It's
what
the
it
same
is.
thing. It's the same thing. So you were in Utah, so you were in St. George. Isn't it crazy when you sit back and you look at St. George and the hierarchy, the way it is? What do they fear more, the government or the church or the Mormons?
The church.
Ooh, yeah,
They do.
yeah, because that's tied into
Bro,
everything.
they're-
else.
That's
everything.
their
Yeah.
government. That's
And you know what's
their
crazy?
government.
Right.
government.
You know what's crazy, right?
They run
so,
it.
So you like this is facts, right? So you have Vegas, right?
Right.
Do you know who funded Vegas? Right?
The mafia, or you're
No,
talking
mafia.
about something different.
No. The mafia funded Vegas for sure.
And the Mormons.
But do you know who like funded the fucking Vegas with having all the records and everything? Is the Mormons, bro.
Yeah.
The Mormons
Crazy.
funded Vegas Vegas culture. If you look back into it, they were the banks that approved the loans for the
They
casinos.
basically funded it for it to wrap into something specific and
But-
it wrapped into something different.
But what is crazy to me is right what the Mormons represent is not Vegas. So why did they give us the profits?
It's just
The
the way it
funds.
turned out. They wanted to envision it and make it into something. It turned into something completely different, so they cut their ties and moved on.
think so?
I think so. Absolutely, I think so.
They got here, realized what Vegas was.
I mean,
with
but
all
Vegas
the
before
gambling.
before the casinos and everything, Vegas was the town where the Cowboys came to
It was still like how Vegas is today, but it was just back then. It was not as technology how it is today. Like it was still
absolutely.
popping back then. We don't know why it was popping before it was Vegas, but it was popping.
Oh, of course.
Bro, it was popping because this is where everybody.
You know why I think it was popping because I think wasn't Nevada had like all the like mining business with the silver and gold and that's also the reason why they were here for the money. They were here for the money, the silver and gold.
This was like the gold rush after.
Oh yeah, and money is always flowing through the strip. Money was flowing through when they were mining.
People to have somewhere to stay while they were waiting and moving down the track towards west.
And a lot of people don't know is Virginia City, that's in Vegas, was a black-owned town, or they had black-owned saloons and all that and everything.
It was basically
not a lot of people
black-owned
talk about
colony.
it, but it's a factual.
It was its
thing.
own little like governmental system that wasn't the same as anywhere else.
For real.
And no one else talked about it.
We wrapping up here?
I think that's what we're pushing towards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's Sean?
I think he's
Wrapping up.
Jeru's.
We'll wrap up when he gets back.
For sure.
Man, it's been a wild series of conversations and topics.
Yes, we went longer than we did last time, I think.
Way longer.
Hands down.
Okay, so, we rambled. We had a good time.
Right.
Follow,
Yeah.
subscribe, like, drop a comment if you want to battle us in the tournament of games.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm on PlayStation every day.
My boy over here would kick your ass and,
a lot.
COD.
I'm not
I'll
really
kick your
limited on my
guys'
range.
ass in 2K, maybe, right?
There you go.
Right?
Hey, get
Maybe.
your confidence.
Maybe.
Say it with your chest.
Maybe.
Yes, sir.
UFC,
Ain't no maybes.
UFC, I'm definitely kicking everybody's ass.
All right, there you go.
Hey,
There you
Drop,
go. That's your
drop
game.
your
That's your game.
drop your gamer tag in the comics and the comments.
Just leave a comment if you made it to this part of the podcast, bro. Just drop a comment. Let us know what you think.
If you hit
Like
We
a
really
bomb.
want to hear what if you want to hear something, if you want somebody to hop on, just anything, whatever.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, my gamer tag is Cisco LV 702. Right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's go.
Right? You asking him?
Like, I'm supposed to know
What
your
is
gamer
it?
tag? I can tell you mine is Frost X Inferno on PlayStation. It's the easiest thing in the world to find, man.
Let's go. We whooping everybody's ass. I don't care.
Squad up, solos, customs,
On that.
whatever y'all want to work in, man. I'm with it.
Also, if you can, it's free. Just go to Instagram, follow LV the Plug 702 so you can get all the updates.
Are we on
when
Twitter
posting
too?
videos. We're on Twitter as well, LV the Plug 1, I think it is, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I think I got to tie in because I want to tie in my gaming Twitter.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's why we brought you.
Well, I mean, right now it's not even anything like made. It's just an account that's empty. But I'm trying to get some stuff set up so I can start pulling clips from the system, breaking them down, and going in through that. But I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like my regular tag on Twitter is FrostX Inferno as well. The gaming page is Inferno Frost X, just because. But yeah, I mean,
Dope. And then we also got Dirty with his Trap Odyssey collection.
Yeah. I'm working on some new stuff.
Too, and we always got his old stuff ready to go too.
Always, actually. I always got my new old stuff, so if anybody want anything, just
that's where the merch is.
shoot me through
That's that.
Trap Odyssey Official on Instagram.
And then we got over here Jerusalem with the visuals. Any graphic design needs you need, he's gonna plug you guys in with his @ Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It's Jerusalem, JAHRUZLEM.
Talking with mouth. You talking with food in your mouth. You're just
It's
gross.
on all
There you go.
platforms. Don't be a hater. You got race
All right, y'all. It's been lit. It's been lit.
It's been
Get us that
awesome.
outro, bro.
3.
Oh my God.
That's a lot.
Oh.